What's happening, everyone? How you all doing? Welcome in to a Sunday afternoon here at Card Lines. We're gonna rip some cardboard gold. We can rip gold in the morning, we can rip gold in the evening, we can rip gold in the afternoon, guys. It is Sunday. It is time to have a little Sunday fun day. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. We've got a all baseball break in front of us today, guys. You're joining us in here on this Sunday, April 13th afternoon for breaks 476 to 480. We're going to do 2024 Prospect Edition. 2 boxes. One of them are going to be first off the line. And then we're going to do a Prizm Baseball Hobby plus a White Sparkle pack. Then we're going to do 2 Pro Debut from 2023. Then we're going to do 2023 Elite Extra Edition. And then we're going to do Select, not Select. No, when you get a chance, can you change Select with a C in there? 2024 Select Baseball, 2 boxes of that. I know a lot of people got delayed shipping on there. We got some on our hands now, and I've been excited about ripping Select for a while. So excited to get that going with you guys. We're going to have lots and lots of hits today. Thank you, sir. We're going to have lots and lots of hits today, lots of autos, lots of mem cards. Let's make it a fun day. Let's have some fun, you guys, as you get settled in here with us this afternoon. If you're joining us, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Sunday afternoon. Feel free to play along on the hit counter for the giveaways. Feel free to let us know in the chat how you're doing. Update on Sunday afternoon baseball scores, NBA scores. Talk about the NBA, talk about the playoffs. Whatever's on your mind, as long as it's family friendly and PC, of course. But let's get into our schedule, and it is going to be Prospect Edition first. So let me get our list on there. There we go. We got our Prospect Edition. You can see our 2 boxes in front of us, including that first off the line. As I mentioned, we're doing our giveaways again for the hit counter. If you guys play along today, how we do the hit counters and how we do our giveaways, at least the breaks I run usually, we give leprechauns away each break. We do usually 5 breaks a break, and we give a leprechaun for you predicting over in that left blue corner which spot is going to be. What's going on, Camilo? How you doing? Which spot is going to get the most hits, and what the total number of hits of those 4 spots are going to be. If you get them both right, you get leprechauns. If you get leprechauns at the end of our breaks day schedule, so at the end of the 5 breaks today, you're going to then have those leprechauns race for you for some freebies. And tonight we've got, at least up on the calendar, we'll see, we've got a Pulse Heat Seekers Edition on-card auto football card. And we've got a bunch of celebrations from a mega box that we're going to give away as well. So play along in there, have some fun, and thanks for joining us. Make yourself a beverage, make yourself a snack or lunch or breakfast, if you will, if it's that time of the day for you. And let's get into our 2 boxes of Prospect Edition, including first off the line, which I'm going to do second. As I go through, starting with William at the Diamondbacks, Brian Braves, William P. Orioles, Derek Red Sox. There's our empty box, guys. Derek Red Sox, Jeremy T. the Cubbies, Derek the White Sox, the Reds, and the Guardians, Andy the Rockies, Jim H. the Astros, Steve the Royals, Derek the Angels, William P. with the Dodgers, Jim H. with the Marlins, Finn with the Brewers, Stephen M. with the Twins, Brian with the Mets, Jim with the Yankees, Michael B. with the A's, Thomas with the Phillies, Bo with the Pirates, Corey with the Padres, Brian with the Giants, Chris with the Mariners, Mike T with the Cardinals, Josh with the Rays and the Rangers, Stephen M with the Blue Jays, and then William P with the Nationals. Guys, thank you for filling those spots. All of our spots are full again today, so thank you guys so much for filling those spots, and good luck to each and every one of you on those spots. We got one more pack here to rip for the first box. We'll go through our cards. I gotta move my camera down a little bit here so you guys can see our stack. Bear with me for the shakes for 1 second. Mike, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us again today. There we go. The Cardlines logo is a little off center, but at least you guys can see the stacks. So there we go. There we go. There we go. Again, thanks for joining us, guys. So that the hit counters, we got some predictions coming in already. We're going to do a numbered card, so we know we should get quite a few of those. We're going to do 2 of the inserts together, the aces and the ping. And then we're going to do how many autos. There's 6 autos per box. So we should end up with 12 autos. So keep that in mind. The question is, are we going to get more than 12 numbered cards? Are we going to get more than 12 aces and pings? Or are we going to go crazy and get more than 12 skeins and Bazana? Now, I would say the autos is probably one of the best bets because it's 12 for sure. And if you're thinking about the total, you gotta make sure you're over 12 because we're gonna get 12 autos out of these 2 boxes. So get on in there, Steven. How you doing on this Sunday? Great to have you joining us again. Let's get into it. We're gonna start out for Oakland for Michael with Ryan Lasko on the prospect tickets. Kellen Lindsay for the Dodgers. Then we got Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the Chrome ticket for Baltimore, William P. Prepping for the pros, Seaver King. William again. Our first numbered card is for the Cincinnati Reds, Derek. It's going to be 193 to 199, Hector Rodriguez. 193 to 199 for Hector Rodriguez. And that's our first numbered card, which is probably the best bet at usurping the autos. Here's our first auto. It's Owen Casse for the Chicago Cubs. So Jeremy T, congratulations. Owen Casse on the Chicago Cubs, not numbered. That is our first auto for the hit counter. Kalen Culpepper is an early draft pick for the Twins. Steven, there you go. And Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers. Finn. Clark Candiati for San Diego. Chase Burns is a good one. Early draft pick for Cincinnati. Derek, congrats. Drew Thorpe on the Chrome rookie ticket for Chicago White Sox. Derek. There's a pinch, Ethan Anderson. Ping, not a pinch. Ping, Derek Anderson. There we go. We're on the board with a ping. And we're on the board with a numbered aces. It's a red foil. Noble Meyer, that is 84 to 199. Noble Meyer, Jim H for the Miami spot. Congratulations on a Noble Meyer aces to 199. And so that is going to get aces to 2 and numbered cards to 2. We could have a very big hit counter today, guys. Luke Little for the Chicago Cubs with a autograph. That's a Chrome autograph, and it is numbered to 125. 54 out of 125 for the Chicago Cubs. Jeremy, congratulations. And that as well is going to get a numbered card on the hit counter and an auto. We're up to 7 on the hit counter already. All right, all right. Atlanta, Drew Hackenberg, Brian. Yanquiel Fernandez. We got the 101 of him last break with the first edition box. Thomas White for Miami again. Blake Larson for the White Sox. We got Blake Burke on the red Chrome prospect ticket for the Brewers spot. Finn, and that's going to be numbered to 199. 128 out of 199. David and Brandon, how you guys doing? Great to have you in. D-Mac, what's going on? D-Mac is in the house. Blake Burke to 199. There's a Dylan Cruz domination for the Nationals, William. There's a number card, Jake Bloss for Toronto, Steven. There you go. 183 to 299 on the red foil. To 299, Jake Bloss. Well, that numbered card could be high. We'll see. St. Louis, Thomas Sagisi on the autograph. Congrats, Mike. There you go. Thomas Sagisi on the auto for St. Louis. Everyone do me a favor and give a big old Cardlines family shout out to Nolan, who's modding for me today. He's going to be bringing us all together, making sure I don't make any mistakes on you guys. Braden Taylor. Vance Honeycutt for Baltimore. Vivas for New York. Parker Smith for Houston. And we got Drew Thorpe for Chicago. That's going to be a red foil chrome to 199. 172 out of 199 for the White Sox. Derek, congrats. And that numbered card does look like it's going to be on pace to outpace the autos. Here's a little Seabass prepping for the pros. Texas, Josh, congrats. And Aces, Noah Schultz for Chicago. The White Sox doing well in this break, and the Aces in Ping holding suit. We just need a Bazana or a Skeens now, right? Next auto for Los Angeles can be Orlando Martinez. And I got to say, that autograph does not look like Orlando Martinez to me. I can see the O, and I guess the Z, but it looks like O Yelding to me. Or O Yexley, something. But either way, congrats to the Los Angeles spot on an auto of Orlando Martinez.
Yeah, there's definitely an X in there.
Yeah, there's definitely letters that don't need to be in there. There is Nick Kurtz for Oakland. That's one of the ones we're looking for. Michael B. Congrats. Sasaki, I believe, is this Nolan? Can you sanity check me again? Rentaro Sasaki, he's the one that doesn't have a team, correct?
Let me look it up.
Okay. I think we might have to randomize this one off, guys.
Yeah, he does not have an MLB team tied to him.
All right, so Sasaki, we will randomize off at the end. Grant Shepardson and Malcolm Moore for Texas. Brock Porter for Texas on a little chrome. Congrats, Josh. There's another ping, Jared Thomas. I believe that's the Colorado Rockies. Christian Scott, this one's going to be, I think it's a blue foil. It's a 49. 22 out of 49 for New York, and I believe that's the Mets. Brian, congratulations. When it's under 100, guys, we got to light some fireworks. Christian Scott, 22 out of 49. $22 out of 49. That's another number card. Yeah, is today the last regular season games for NBA? So, David, as you mentioned, we got seeding coming out, and yeah, everyone in the West, minus the 1 and 2 seed, basically could still shift around. Autograph Cole Foster for San Francisco. David, who you got in the West coming out for to be in the finals? Who do you think? 104 to 199. Cole Foster on the auto for San Francisco. Brian, the red chrome. So that's a numbered card and an auto. Christian Moore, another nice early draft pick for the Angels. Brandon Mayer for the Yankees. Caleb Bonnemer for the White Sox. Frankie Valorio. And we got a Ivan Melendez for Arizona, number 2, 149. 137 out of 149. Well, LA's got to be interesting, too, right now with Luka in there. Are they poised to be any good, or are they going to fizzle out? That's the question. Melendez to 149. And I think, guys, the numbered cards is probably going to be the ones that go here. Toronto, Trey Yasevich on the Aces. So I think I made this pretty easy for you guys, the way it's playing out. It looks like if you weren't on the numbered cards already, you're going to want to change to the numbered cards. The question's going to be then the total hit counter. There's a Charlie Condon domination for the Rockies, Andy. So everyone's going to have a pretty easy leprechaun for the which one to pick. There's Jacob Mizorowski on the auto for the Brewers, Finn. Not numbered. And at some point, this guy is going to make it. He's going to get called up into the pros. He's been lighting it up in the minors. That's a great auto hit for Finn. And that is going to get autos. That's our 6 autos. We're going to finish up the box with Colin Houck and Zach DeLoach for Chicago. And now, guys, we've got our first off the line. First off the line, we got a 1 of 1 and a 1 of 3. Last box. I would love, absolutely love to replicate that 101 counter and get another one. We got D-Mac watching in the chat. Every time D-Mac signs off, we pull a 1-on-1. So, D-Mac, don't sign off. We just want to break our trend. We want to hit a 1-on-1. Before you sign off, we want to hit our 1-on-1. We've got 20 on the hit counter, guys. So start making those changes. Of course, anyone who is in the teens, you already want to make those changes. Pop them in there. Let us know. I see something yellow. That's going to be really low numbered. See if we get something black in here. If we get something black, that's going to be that 101 we're hoping for. Let's see what you guys think we're going to do on the hit counter. I think we can double up. We probably should get somewhere between 7 to 10 more numbered cards, right? Plus, we got 6 more autos for sure coming. So you should also make sure your number is at least 26, right? Because we should have 6 more autos. Assuming we don't get Panini again. All right, first off the line box, guys. Let's see what we can do with this. Good luck with this second box. Nolan, give him about 10 seconds more and then close up the hit counter, please. Tampa Bay, we're going to get Herberto Hernandez. Charlie Condon for Colorado. And there is a black. Is this a 101?
No way.
Braylon Payne, Milwaukee. Is this going to be a 101? No, it's a 39. But that is sweet. It's some form of a laser, or I forget for these what that part is. But that is Braylon Payne. 3/39 for the Brewers. I thought we did it, guys. I thought we got another 101. But Finn, 3/39 on the Braylon Payne. That is beautiful. Congratulations. Nice prospect for the Milwaukee Brewers. 3/39. That's going to put our number cards up to 10. There we go. There's a Travis Bazana domination for the Guardian spot. Derek. Oh, what's up, Sean? How you doing? Welcome in. Glad to have you in the chat. Travis Bazana on the domination. And we get Skeens and Bazana. Let's get a Skeens now, too. There's a ping Wyatt Sanford. Uh, 5/5, guys. We got a little bookend breaks here, sponsored by Card Lines. David Shields, Kansas City. Steve F. David Shields, 5 out of 5 on the gold auto. Oh, you're the Finn spot. Awesome, Sean. Sweet. Hey, we got a couple good ones for you. We got a Jacob Mizorowski autograph, and then that Braylon Payne to 39. You're having a great break, man. And Kansas City now having a phenomenal break. Steve, look at that beauty. David Shields, 5 out of 5. I have not done fireworks. We're going to do a fist bump for 5 out of 5. And we're going to get a numbered card. Oop. Numbered card and an auto. All right, congrats again to the Kansas City spots. Kemp Alderman from Miami. Yenner Fernandez, Los Angeles. Miami, PJ Moreland. And Cleveland, Braylon Jody. Here's going to be a blue chrome Peyton Toll. And that is to 149. Peyton Toll, Boston. Peyton Toll to 149. Derek for Boston. Congratulations. Boston to 149. That gets us another numbered card. We're up to 12. Christian Moore prepping for the pros for the Angels. Derek, congrats. Arizona, William. It's Gino Groover, 85 and 99. Gino Groover to 99 gets us some more fireworks. 85 to 99 on the Groover. Upside down, Alex Clemmie for Washington. This probably is going to be an auto. It is. William. Alex Clemmie on the Optic auto. Congrats to the Washington spot there, William. We had Nathan Detmer for Oakland. Los Angeles, Lyle Lockhart. Peyton Toll for Boston. And there's Jet Williams for the New York Mets. Then we've got a blue Colin Houck for the Mets to 149. 70 out of 149. So Brian H., couple good Mets back-to-back for you. Colin Houck to 149. That's 14 on the number cards, and here we go. Paul Skeens, domination. Bo, congratulations. We got a Skeens for you. Paul Skeens insert, 11 strikeouts on May 17th. I love that we can still get the Skeens rookie shield in this product. So Skeens and Bazana. I never expected Skeens and Bazana to win in this one. But I wanted to have him in there just to help the tracker boost. Something fun, have a 4 spot. Braden Montgomery for Boston. Derek. There is Aiden Miller on the auto. Look at that. That's the gold auto on the sticker. Gold marker auto. It is, it's not numbered, but not the normal ink you see on these. That's a cool auto with the gold ink auto. Congratulations to the Philly spot, Thomas. That's sweet. We got Luke Keyshaw for the Twins. Nate Dome for New York. Andrew Walters. Mikey Romero. Orlando Martinez. And Jake Galoff for Los Angeles. For Washington, our next auto is going to be Alejandro Morales. William P., congrats on the Alejandro Morales. Unless I counted wrong. Oh, So he signs in gold, huh? That's pretty cool. I would have thought I've seen Aiden Miller's autographs by now, but I didn't know he signed in gold. Cooper Pratt for Milwaukee is going to be to 181 to 299. So, no one switched the Finn spot to Sean. Sean, if that's all right that we switched your spot, we got you in there. 299, another Brewers hit. Cooper Pratt. Braden Montgomery for Boston was turned around, but I don't know why. Braden Montgomery, Boston, domination. I think maybe I just had a pack turned around. There's a chrome Michael Massey for Detroit. Cole Foster for San Fran. Bennett Lee for Detroit. Here's a Ryan Clifford. Is going to be numbered 179 to 199 for New York. 179 to 199 for New York. Aces, Chase Dollander for the Rockies spot, Andy. There's going to be a number card for the Cincinnati Reds, Derek. It's Hector Rodriguez, 119 out of 299. On the red foil, a little color match foil there. And we're going to have another, should be maybe out of 5. Mason Montgomery for Tampa Bay. Josh B. That's a Mason Montgomery auto, and it is 3 out of 3. That's another bookend break here, sponsored by Card Lines Breaks. eBay 101, if you will. A 3 out of 3. Mason Montgomery. For the Tampa Bay spot, Josh B. Congratulations. That is awesome. 3 out of 3 on the autograph. So it's going to be our 11th auto. Again, unless I counted wrong, we should have 1 left. And 18 on the numbered cards. Jaron DeBerry, Wyatt Sanford for Pittsburgh. Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore. And Christian Alper for Chicago. There's a chrome of Zach DeLoach for Chicago. Aces Hagen Smith. Top 5 draft pick for the White Sox. Congrats, Derek. I was going to put Aces and ping to 8. And Aces are going to get another one. The White Sox again. Derek, it's Noah Schultz. 22 out of 49 on the purple Aces insert. 22 out of 49. That means fireworks. 22 out of 49 for the White Sox. The White Sox have been quietly chipping away. And our last auto is going to be another autograph for Jake Bloss for Toronto. Actually, I don't know if we got an autograph him earlier or if it was just a numbered card. But Jake Bloss for Toronto, Stephen M. There's an auto for you. So that is our 12th and final auto of the break. Herrick Hernandez for Atlanta. And then Carson Roccaforte for Kansas City. One of my favorite names to say in baseball. Roccaforte. All right, so guys, we got a whole stack of first-round draft picks, inserts, aces, prepping for the pros, pings, all of these. We're going to get all these guys. They're probably going to be sleeved up and taken care of, ready for shipping tomorrow. Here's our top loaders. I'm going to go through our hits in just a moment. And we've got this guy to randomize away, Rentaro Sasaki. So we're going to get the Leprechauns out, and they're going to run for Sasaki. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And then I'm going to give Nolan a minute as well to give me an update on how you guys did on the hit counter and see if you guys won any Leprechauns. I'm guessing most of you won at least one Leprechaun. For the numbered cards, we ended up at 19 on the numbered cards, and we ended up with 41 total. I know everyone was dancing around 40. I don't know if I saw anyone pick 41. All right, let's get the James just James, how did you know? It's amazing that you picked that perfectly. Welcome in, by the way.
I'll show my handwriting on screen this time.
All right, I'll try not to. All right, so I got to go through here. I got to pick all of our teams for the Sasaki that does not have an MLB team connected. There's 30 teams. Just a little too late, James. Just a little too late. Clear, we're going to run it for Robin Yount seconds, 19. And here we go for Sasaki, guys. Oh, Nolan, do you think I missed with the aces? I did the aces, but did I do the numbered card? I think David's thinking maybe I didn't do the aces and the numbered card. And I think he might be right, actually. Houston! The question is, did I do the numbered card, or are we actually at 43? All right, so the Houston spot. All right, so the Houston spot is going to get the Sasaki. And then I think, David, you might be right. And in fact, I don't know if I did the numbered or the aces on that one. So I'm going to go through here and see. So, Mike, you had 43. So I'm going to be extra generous because it might have been my mistake. David had 42. Let's see if anybody else had 42 or 43.
Nope.
I think that's it. All right.
Closest was Brandon at 40.
Okay. So Mike, because I think David's right and I didn't count that, Mike, you're getting 2 leprechauns. You got them both right by default on that one on me. Camilo, you got 1. Steven and my friend, you got 1. Brandon got 1. And then David, you got 1, plus we're counting the second one because I think you were right and I think I miscounted that. And we don't have the tape to go back to until I finish streaming. So everyone gets 1 in that case. Let's go through our hit counters, guys. Or let's go through our hits, I should say. We got a Jake Bloss auto. This was a great break. Noah Schultz to 49 on the Purple Aces. Mason Montgomery auto to 3 for Tampa Bay. Cincinnati Rodriguez to 299. Ryan Clifford to 199 for New York. Cooper Pratt 299 for Milwaukee. Washington Morales autograph. Aiden Miller gold ink auto for Philadelphia. Paul Skeens domination. Colin Houck numbered blue. Alex Clemmie autograph. Gino Groover to 99. Peyton Toll numbered blue. David Shields was 5 of 5 on the auto for Kansas City. So was Kansas City both? Oh no, Tampa Bay. I was gonna say that would have been nuts. But we got a Bazana domination. We got a Braylon Payne to 39 for the Brewers. Mizorowski auto. Melendez blue numbered. Cole Foster auto numbered red. Christian Scott to 49. Martinez auto. Drew Thorpe red numbered. Sagasy auto 299 Jake Bloss. Blake Burke from Milwaukee numbered. Chicago Luke Little numbered autograph. Noble Meyer to 199 on the Aces. Owen Casse auto and Rodriguez to 199. So a great set of boxes there, including that first off the line. Lots of great hits. Guys, thank you so much for participating in that break, which takes us now back to our schedule when I get it up here. We're right on time to start break number 2 of the evening, or the afternoon, if you will. Done with Prospect Edition. We're moving on now to break number 477, which is going to be a Prizm hobby box and a white sparkle pack, which I will save that white sparkle lottery pack until the end. Okay, so the Houston spot, Jim H. got that Sasaki, by the way. And let me get our Prizm list up. Here we go, Prizm list. Okay, guys, so for this Prizm break, our hit counter, once again, we are completely full on this and every spot today. So thank you guys again so much for grabbing those spots and filling them up. For the hit counter, we're going red wave. So not all red, just red wave. And if it's a red wave Ralphie, it's worth 10 points. Because I didn't have Ralphie on there. There's our empty box. So we got red wave. And then we've got the hype and prismatic inserts together. And then we have the top tier and fireworks inserts together. So instead of players on this one, we're going inserts. And let's see if the stack is autos. A lot of times we see those autos be all in one stack. So we'll see if it's like that again this time. I'm going to go with the left stack, which was, I think, the front of the box first. So, guys, good luck. Starting with the Nationals, going upwards this time. Derek with the Nationals, Steve with the Blue Jays and Rangers, Benjamin Rays, Carson Cardinals, Chris with the Mariners, Steve with the Giants, Jose with the Padres, Bo with the Pirates again, James J with the Phillies, Chris with the A's, Derek Yankees, Jose Mets, James J Twins, Carson with the Brewers, Jay with the Marlins, Jose with the Dodgers, Chris with the Angels, Chris K with the Angels, Chris G with the Royals, Josh with the Astros, Steve with the Tigers, Rockies, James with the Guardians, Todd with the Reds, Mike with the White Sox, John with the Cubbies, Adam Red Sox, Derek Orioles, and Steve Braves and Diamondbacks. Guys, thank you so much for filling all those spots up, and good luck to you all in this break. Again, play along in the hit counter. You do not have to be in this break to play the hit counter. If you're hanging out with us, boy, we sure do appreciate that. But if you're hanging out with us and you want to get in the hit counter, get after it. We do appreciate it. I love when you guys come and hang out with us. I hope you guys have some fun, and I hope we're going to have lots of fun today. A good first break got us going. Here we go into break number 2, which is break number 477 on the evening. You guys, if you're joining us looking for our upcoming breaks today, you can kind of follow along on the top right. You can see Pro Debut is going to start in about a half hour. Elite Extra will start in about an hour from now. And 24 Select will start about 2 hours from now, assuming we stay on time. Here we go. Get those predictions in. We'll give you a chance to change them halfway through. We got Rafael Palmeiro for Texas starting us off. Ricky Tiedemann, Enrique Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore. Jose Perdomo, Andrew Walters. Greg Maddox for the Braves, Steve. And our first red wave is going to be Xavier Isaac for Tampa Bay, Benjamin S. So we are on the hit counter with a red wave. Then for the Pirate spot, Bo, we've got Tamar Johnson on the blue. And that is numbered 121 out of 199. 121 out of 199 on the Tamar Johnson. Congratulations. There's a hype for Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati Todd. So hype and prismatic getting on the board. There's a PCA rookie. Lance Berkman, Jackson Wiggins for Chicago. Alex Clemmie for Cleveland. Jordan Westberg for Baltimore. Tony Gwynn for the Padres. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. Apparently signs in gold ink. Marcelo Meyer for Boston. Bill Matlock for Pittsburgh. And our first auto is going to be Giovanni Rodriguez for the New York Mets spot. Jose. Giovanni Rodriguez to 199. 16 out of 199 on the sensational signatures. Then we got a red wave for the Philadelphia spot. James J. It's a Ryan Howard red wave. And that is going to put our hit counter up to 2, and they're in the lead. Then the Brewers spot, which has been going strong today already. Brock Wilken to 49. Carson, Brock Wilken 31 to 49. On the orange wave, Brock Wilken to 49 for the Brewers. Congratulations. There's a hype Kemp Alderman from Miami. Jay. We got a 2-dog race so far, but I think top tier and fireworks will get in there. Or top tier and fireworks, they'll get in there. Ayrton Santana, Jacob Wilson for Oakland, Tim Salmon, Robbie Snelling for San Diego, Eddie Murray, Baltimore, Grady Sizemore, Cleveland, Sammy Stafura, Cincinnati, and Colton Ledbetter for Tampa Bay. Autograph number 2. So it looks like the first stack is going to be the autograph stack. Jacob Gonzalez for the White Sox, Mikey T. Guys, the White Sox are having a great day today. They were all over it in Prospect Edition. That's 184 to 199 on the J-Gon Prospect Signatures. Congrats, Mike. There you go. And a red wave for Boston, Adam, Mike Lowell. So it's just a back and forth bout right now. And there's a Ralphie Prismatic. James J. It's a Ralphie case hit. I'm not going to top load it. I want to. I want to top load that so bad. That's my guy, Ralphie Velasquez. James, congratulations. The Prismatic goes pound for pound here. Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City. Chris. Johnny Bench. Manny Ramirez. Roman Anthony. Joe Mauer. And Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati. For the other spot, which we don't have. Oh, we do have. It's not. I just don't have it in the view. Where are your other spot? Let's see if I can get it in there. Oh, there he is. I apologize, Benjamin. I missed that one. Put the Ralphie at a one touch. You guys are starting to get it. You're starting to figure it out. Case hits. And we're going to leave it Pichardo for Benjamin in the other spot. And Benjamin, I am very sorry that I was hiding that other spot on you. I apologize. We got Justin Crawford for Philadelphia and Cal Manzardo for Cleveland.
Maybe we can get Ralphie to sponsor us.
We should see if we can get Ralphie to sponsor us. Pack, what's up, man? How you doing? We've got a redemption, guys, and I'm going to make you guys sweat on that for just a little bit because that's going to be our third auto. But we do have James for Philadelphia. You're going to get a Jimmy Rollins to 199. 175 to 199. Leo's joining us in the chat. Leo, how you doing? I'm thinking 10 might be a little light, Leo. You might want to update that one a little bit. Roman Anthony Fireworks for Boston. Roman Anthony Fireworks for Boston. And that Fireworks gets top tier and Fireworks on, but we're at 7, and we got a long way to go in box 1. So, guys, I would definitely start thinking about somewhere around that 20 range for sure. Lou Brock, Jose Reyes, Carlton Fisk, Shoeless Joe Jackson for Cleveland, Johan Santana, Gino Groover for Arizona, Ryan Clifford for the Mets, Luis Baez, Astros, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson for the Yanks. There's a silver of Gino Groover for Arizona. Steve, congrats. And we got Owen White for Texas on the Reds. Steve, it is going to be 180 out of 299. Owen White, 180 out of 299 for Texas. There's a top tier. Chase Hampton for New York. That's our first top tier of the break. Should have more to come. Vladdy Sr. for the Angels. Mitch Jebb. Jeff Bagwell, Cal Ripken, Smith Shawver, and Brady House. Bernie Williams, Bruce Bochy, Don Mattingly. A silver Sammy Stafura for Cincinnati. Sammy Stafura for the Reds, Todd. Orlando Cepeda for San Francisco, Steve. That is 170 out of 299. And then we got Juan Ben Chu for St. Louis on the hype. Then we got a new leader with hype and prismatic. There's Shim for Pittsburgh, Ben Rice for New York, and Fergie Jenkins. And that redemption, guys. Here we go. Sensational signatures for Boston. It's Sedene Rafaela. Congratulations to the Boston spot, Adam. You got a sensational signature, Sedene Rafaela, coming your way. I'm assuming it's not going to be a red wave, so I'm not going to update the hit count at all, but congratulations. Guys, we're getting into box number 2, which means we're at the halfway point plus the Sparkle Pack. So it is now time. If you guys would like to start making any changes to the hit counter, please take your time to do that now. We got to 9 at the halfway point. So we should end up at least 15. If you're not at least 15, I would update it higher. But I can't say I would go to like 40 or anything like that. Who knows? We could get hot though. But update your predictions and let us know which spot. It's been a tight one. Is Hype Prismatic going to hold on? Are we going to get some more red waves? Or are top tier and fireworks going to kind of take over in box number 2? Now, unfortunately, I think we got all 3 of our autos. So I don't think we're going to get an auto in here unless it's a bonus one. But let's see. Hanley Ramirez, Florida. Angel Acuna, New York. Juan Marichal, San Fran. Boston, Pedroia. Everson Pereira, rookie for New York. Dalton Rushing for the Dodgers. The White Sox with a silver of Colson Montgomery. Congrats, Mike. And we got Tommy Lasorda for the Dodgers spot. Jose to 499 is 156 to 499 on the Tommy Lasorda. Prismatic Kendall George for the LA Dodgers spots. And the Prismatic jumps for the first time. We've got a 2-point lead. Drew Hackenberg, Jonathan Papelbon, Miles Naylor, Mac Horvath, Nolan Ryan, Will Clark, Robin Yount for the Brewers, Keith Hernandez, Ryan Zimmerman. We've got a Johan Santana silver for the Minnesota Twins spots, James J. And the New York Yankees spot's going to get Mickey Mantle to 499. That is 136 to 499 for the Yankee spots. There's going to be a Fireworks Roderick Arias for New York. Jace Young for Detroit. Brandon Sproat for the Mets. Andrew Jones, Braves. Sheehan, Dodgers. Wade Boggs. Yadi Molina for St. Louis. Raleigh Fingers for Oakland. Mike Bovey for the Brewers. Walters, Kansas City. There's a silver for Cleveland. Grady Sizemore for James J. And we're going to have a purple Albert Pujols for the Cardinals. Carson, that is going to be numbered 91 out of 99. 91 out of 99 on the purple Pujols. Congrats, Carson. There's a top-tier Spencer Jones, Dawson, Sheffield, and Drew Gilbert. So get that top-tier logged. Owen Cassie for Chicago, Omar Vizquel, Mariano Rivera, Ryan Howard, Gabriel Gonzalez for the Twins, the Wizard, Ozzie Smith, a Brando Maea silver for the Yankees. And for the New York Mets, it's Jet Williams to 99. 19 out of 99 on the purple for the Mets, Jet Williams. So we already got our autos in that first stack, but the second stack is bringing the color heat here with the purple. Congrats. So thanks, Nolan, for closing that up. Tommy Troy on the hype for Arizona. Bryce Eldridge. Junior Caminero is a nice one for Tampa Bay. Tom Seaver, Giovanni Rodriguez, Lazaro Martinez, and Cole Keith. Kobe Mayo, Doc Gooden, Chase Davis. We got a red wave for Washington. Derek, it is Brady House on the red wave. Red wave had gone a little quiet for a while, but they're coming back. Tampa Bay, Benjamin, we just got the Caminero base. And how about a Caminero out of 299 now? 68 out of 299 on the red. That's a nice one. We got a prismatic Dylan Cruz for Washington, Derek. I haven't seen. I think he got a hit by now, right? As of last weekend, he was the last player in the majors to get a hit. Prismatic extending their lead. Brock Porter for Texas. Chase Dollander. Starlin Caba for Philadelphia. Ian Kinsler. Tony Oliva. And Orlando Cepeda. Nazan Zanatello. Brock Wilken for the Brewers. Cole Carrick for the Rockies. We're going to get another red wave here of Chase Davis for the St. Louis Cardinals. Congrats, Carson. And a red to 299. 213 out of 299. Everson Pereira, rookie for the Yankees. Congrats, Derek. Here's going to be a fireworks for Los Angeles of Josu DePaula. But prismatics and fireworks. I don't know if they'll have enough to catch it. Harry Ford, Roderick Arias, and Cam Collier for Cincinnati. And we've got our Sparkle pack. But we'll start looking at that hit counter, guys. Who is at 17, 18. And who went with Hype and Prismatic. James right now is sitting on the winner for both. With the last second change, the question is this one white sparkle going, or actually there's 3 cards in here. Is the white sparkle pack of 3 cards, is that going to change it? Guys, these, first of all, these are pretty cards, but then secondly, these are going to be some great, at least 2 of them are great. First of all, Dennis Eckersley for the Oakland spot, Chris G. These white sparkles are holding their value very well. Dennis Eckersley for Oakland. From Miami, we got Kemp Alderman. So congratulations, Jay. And then this is the one that got me real excited when I was opening the pack. I don't know if the way I was opening it, if you guys saw it or not, but I'm excited about this name coming out of there. We're looking Todd for the Cincinnati Reds, my friend. You got an Ellie De La Cruz white sparkle. That is pretty. That is a pretty. I know it doesn't have the shield on it anymore, but that is still Ellie De La Cruz on a white sparkle. That's a great hit for the Cincinnati Red spot. Todd, congratulations. All right, guys. So we have got, well, we've got a minute or two as well, actually. Quite a few minutes. So I am above speed, which means giveaways. I got some Prizm stuff in here.
You want me to save the pack?
Sure. Why not, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we do 4 giveaways? Yeah, let's do 4 giveaways. I got all kinds of bonus stuff, guys. I brought some stuff in and loaded it up. We got extra time, so we're going to run some leprechauns for you guys, and then we'll do our hit counters, and then we'll slide right into our third break. All right, so I'm going to get the leprechauns up, but we're going to do some bonus stuff. I've got a little team bag with a Ricky Tiedemann Red Wave and a Sean Sullivan Silver. A second team bag, we got Donruss rated rookie Alex Ramirez and a Mojo Jose Rodriguez. I got a third one with an autograph here from Mason Montgomery and a Sal Frelick Topps Holiday rookie. And then the fourth one, I got a Red Wave Thomas White and Minnesota Rod Carew. So I'm going to pull up our leprechauns. Get our list ready. And we got 31 teams down to the other spots. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to run them for 12 seconds on this one. And I'm going to run 2 races. The first 2 leprechauns in each race are going to get a couple of those team bags. And I'm going to remove the winning teams each time. So here we go. Race number 1. Who's going to take it? We got to jump out in the lead of the Rangers right away. And I don't think they're ever going to look back. So Texas, let's see who second place was. The other point spot. All right, so Texas and other. We're down to 29 spots now. Texas and other, congratulations. Let's run one more race for the other 2. Six seconds left. It lives up to the hype. Look at the Diamondbacks. Get rolling in there. And then the Cincinnati Red spot, grab one. All right, Leprechauns, thank you so much for racing for us. As always, guys, no Leprechauns are ever harmed in the filming of our racing. We do take great care of them. We have doctors on staff. We've got their stables are filled with Skittles and beer. We take good care of them. We thank them for their service. The Cincinnati spots, Todd, you grab the Tiedemann and Sean Sullivan. The Arizona spots, Steve, you grab the Jose Rodriguez Mojo and Ramirez rated prospect. The Texas spots, Steve, you grab Thomas Wright Red Wave and Rod Carew Silver. The other spot, Benjamin, you got Sal Frelick rookie and the Mason Montgomery auto. Guys, we got a whole bunch of fireworks, red waves, prismatics, and other inserts. We're going to get all these guys sleeved up for you, properly taken care of for shipping. And then let's run through our hits. We did have Boston with the Rafaela Redemption. We had the Ellie White Sparkle. Alderman White Sparkle. Dennis Eckersley White Sparkle. Sorry about that glare there. Pereira numbered. Caminero numbered. Jet Williams to 99. Pujols to 99. Mantle to 499. Lasorda to 499. Cepeda 299. White number 299. Rollins to 199. Gonzalez on the auto to 199. Brock Wilken to 49. Rodriguez on the auto to 199. And Tamar Johnson to 199. Lots of 99s. Got our autos, got a redemption. And here, thanks to Nolan, we've got your guys' winnings. We got James J racking up 2 leprechauns. We got my boy Bats getting a leprechaun. We got my guy David getting a leprechaun. Leo rolling with a leprechaun on that one. Steve B grabbed himself a leprechaun there. And my guy Brandon got himself a leprechaun there. All right, guys, with Hype and Prismatic. And so then James J was the only one to get both the count and the spot right. James, congratulations. 2 in a row if you'd have got the other one in before the predictions closed. We're moving on our schedule, guys. Let me get our schedule up. We are moving on to our third break of the day. I got it.
1 sec.
We're done with the White Sparkle and Prizm Hobby. We're now doing 2 2023 Pro Debut. Yeah, Mike.
Nolan, did you credit Mike? Did I
not get Mike?
Did he change his? He had Hype, right?
He changed. Yeah, Mike, we got you for Hype.
I did? Oh, yep.
Or didn't? All right.
I must not have written it down, but... Yeah.
Gotcha, Mike. Sorry about that. Thank you. All right, so we are on, we're at the halfway point. Pro Debut, 2 boxes of that. We're going to do 5 boxes of Elite Extradition. There was like a little fuzzy going past me there. Elite Extradition. And then we're going to do 2 boxes of Select Hobby. I'm very excited for that one. I'm excited for all of these because we're going to get lots more hits. Pro Debut, guys, we're going to get at least 8 autographs. Elite Extra Edition, every card in there is an autograph or number card, it feels like. Select, we're going to get all kinds of auto and mem cards. It's going to be a fun last 3 breaks. It's been a fun first 2 breaks. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with us today. Hope you guys are having a good time. I think most of you have by now, but if you haven't found your way to that like and subscribe button, please do so. If it's your first time with us, welcome. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the Card Lines family. If it is your first time with us and you're having a good time, we hope to see you back for many, many more breaks. And if you can hit that like and subscribe button, or keep telling all your friends about Card Lines breaks. We are really hoping in the near future here to do some things to continue to grow our footprint. We'd like to double up our subscription base, if not bigger. We'd like to start doing some more breaks. We're working on getting a second breaker up to speed and going and getting more breaks going per week to get more cards available to you guys. We also would like Topps and Panini to start releasing some more products so that we've got some more things to go to. But luckily enough, we got some of these products from 2023 and 2024 that are holding enough interest. There's an empty box. But hopefully we can get some more new products. And if you guys keep telling your friends about Card Lines breaks and sharing the word, that's going to help us get our hands on some more stuff and get on the tubes more with you guys. There's empty box number 2. And I got to get our list up so you guys can see what the hit counter is, right? All right, we've got our 2 stacks of our 2 boxes. Knocked over my guy Ted there. And our hit counter for this break, guys, is we've got just 3 spots. We're going to try and see how hard this is or how easy this is. The auto spot, first of all, we're going to get 8 autos. Maybe we get more. Bonus, who knows? Hopefully we don't get skunked on those, but we should have 8, so keep that in mind. Then it's The MILB Legends, will we get more than 8 of those? And Ellie and Farm Fresh, will we get more than 8 of those? So that's Ellie De La Cruz. We just got the White Sparkle him, so it could be a big Ellie day. But if we get any Ellie cards, as well as any of the Farm Fresh inserts. Now, if I were a betting man, which I am, I would put my money on Ellie and Farm Fresh, because I would think we should end up getting somewhere between 5 and 10 of those Farm Fresh between the 2 boxes. And we get a couple Ellie De La Cruz, and that knocks us over. So, again, we're going to get 8 autos. So if you guys want to go the safe route, right, yeah, and you'll have a chance to update it anyways. So if we're on fire with Ellie and Farm Fresh, you'll know to change it. But if you want to go the safe route, autos would probably be the safe route because there's going to be 8 of them. So that wild card is going to be how many of those MILB Legends. And when we've done 2 boxes of this in the past, guys, we've had times where we got probably 15 to 20 of those Legends, and we've had times where we've gotten almost none of them. So it's hard to predict exactly what our hit counter is going to look like on there. But as we open up this first box, start to think about that. As we roll through the halfway point and get into the second box, you'll have a chance to update it, of course. But that is going to be the question, is what do we hit? We've got... Oh, yeah, Leaf Wildcard. Some of that stuff is always fun to get our hands on. With some of that Wildcard stuff, though, like the... I don't know, have you guys seen, like, the Leaf Dino football? Haven't you guys seen any of that? If you go on Whatnot, there's a couple places that do, like, where you sell it by the pack and rip it. And I see those dinos all the time, and that's like, it feels like that's a lot of the, like, lottery ticket stuff. Like, one out of, they open a case of 20 boxes of that, and, like, 3 of the cards are, like, huge hits. But then everything else is kind of, that sort of the gamble stuff of guys you don't know, like prospect cards. So, I don't know. I struggle a little bit with, like, those dinos and all those. But in general, I'm a Leaf fan. They make fun cards. They do a lot of, like, low numbered and things like that. I guess I do worry a little bit with, like, some of the card companies like Leaf, and then some of these other ones that are coming out with some of the more limited sets. We're sort of watering down that one-of-one world a little bit, which I don't necessarily mind, because a 1-of-1 is still a 1-of-1. But with Leaf, they do all of those pre-production proofs and things like that versus printing plates, and I don't know how many pre-production proofs there could be. So, like, every card would have a pre-production proof, so there's a lot more of them out there. But I'm a big 1-of-1 sucker, so keep them coming. I just worry if they water them down so much. Got a couple packs left here, stacking up box 1, and we'll get into it. From top to bottom, Wayne's got the Diamondbacks, Robert with the Braves and Orioles, Stephen M with the Red Sox, Paul with the Cubbies, Josh White Sox, Mike Reds, Tyson Guardians, Stephen M, Rockies Tigers, Josh with the Astros, William P, Royals and Angels, Josh Dodgers, Marlins, William Brewers, Brandon Twins, William Mets, Lou with the Yankees, Mike with the A's, William Phillies, Steven Pirates, Josh Padres and Giants, Stephen M Mariners, Josh Cardinals, William Rays, Stephen M Rangers, Josh Blue Jays, and Anthony with the Nationals. Good luck, guys. Good luck, and thank you for filling all these spots. Well, I got to catch up on their comments here. We got some predictions coming in. 2 Robert Hassels, 1-of-1 in the same... What? What was being broken, Mike? That's awesome. But what, it had different products or like the same break? That's bananas. Had to have been something Leaf, right? To get the 1-of-1s. But that is crazy. Wow. Lou, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome. So this is 2023. Yeah, Steven. This is 2023 Pro Debut, not 2024. Lou forgot about that. Lou, we're right in the middle here at break number 478, Pro Debut. And then we got Elite Extra and Select coming up. So there's Yankel Fernandez. Wild card case. Got it, Mike. Yeah, that makes more sense than if you get... But 2 1-of-1s of the same player. That's crazy. Bryce Hubbard. Cole Young. Here's our first Farm Fresh Futures. Jace Young for Detroit. Stephen M. There we go. And our first Farm Fresh Futures and Ellie, we're on the board. Gabriel Gonzalez, Brenner Cox, Diego Cartaya, Tucker Torman. There's a Jackson Holiday for the Baltimore Orioles spot. Robert. Jackson Holiday for the Orioles spot. Judd Fabian for the Aberdeen Ironbirds. That's the Orioles. The reason why I just paused on this card, guys, I'm going to just show it to you guys now because it came up and I recognize his name. We got a redemption coming of Judd Fabian. So right here, this guy for the Orioles spot, Robert, you just got a Jackson Holiday, and now you're getting a Judd Fabian autographed sparkle redemption card. So congratulations to the Orioles spot. I'm just going to mark Baltimore so we don't forget who that is. Baltimore with a redemption of Judd Fabian. So that does count as an auto. There's Zach Neto. Sean McLean. There's a chrome of Edgar Caro. Like Burkhalter for the Braves. Jarlin Susana for the Nats. Anthony Hall, Yankees. Montesino, Padres. Troy Melton. Christian Hernandez for the Cubbies. David McCabe for the Reds. There's Jimmy Rollins for the Phillies. That is our first MILB Legends card. Juan Bin Chu, Trey Gonzalez, Miguel Bly, Henry Davis, Carlos Jorge for the Reds, Marcelo Meyer for Boston. And we should have our first number card here. It is going to be Hyu Lee for the Phillies to 199. 104 out of 199, Hyu Lee for the Phillies. William H., congratulations. The pink to 199, Hyu Lee with the Fractor. Is a chrome of Yonhel Aponte for the Blue Jays. Jackson Job's a nice one for the Tigers. Kasevich, Toronto. Felix Valerio. Caden Wallace. Papa Noel, Jensky Noel. Wilfred Veras. There's Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies, Paul. Michael Hernandez, Cal Manzardo, Davey De Los Santos, Gabriel Hughes, Max Muncy, Merwillian Cedeno, Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates, and a Henry Bolte Farm Fresh Futures for the A's. Congrats, Mike, on that Farm Fresh Futures. Putting that spot at 2. Drew Baker, Colson Montgomery for the White Sox. Matt Mervis for the Cubbies. Sterling Thompson. There's Sal Frelick for the Brewers spot. William. Daniel Vasquez. Everson Ortega. Cole Young on the chrome. Logan Tanner. There's Drew Jones for Arizona. Wayne. Tanner Schobel. Nick Biddison. There's Jackson Churio for the Milwaukee Brewers spots. William, congratulations. Yeah, you didn't miss too much, Lou. We got a long way to go yet today. Thanks for joining us. Glad you could. There's a little J-Dom for the Yankees. Lou, there you go. You get yourself caught up a little J-Dom prospect card. Trey Sweeney Chrome. Ben Joyce, Justin Crawford for the Phillies, Drew Thorpe, Kevin Parada for the Mets. I think, the Mets. Yiddy Cappy, Ignacio Alvarez, Cam Collier. And our next MILB Legends, Torrey Hunter. So we've got a tie at 2 between Ellie Farm Fresh and MILB Legends. Martinez, Placencia, Jared McKenzie, Wiley Vasquez, Jacob Berry, Justin Boyd, Moises Ballesteros for the Cubbies, Chase Medroth for the Red Sox, I believe. And then we've got a Farm Fresh Future, Xavier Isaac for Tampa Bay. Congrats, William P. And that's going to put Farm Fresh Futures back in the lead. Christopher Paciola for the Cubbies, Angel Martinez, Wilman Diaz, Polanco, Jacob Miller, Jace Young, Trey Lipscomb. Our next auto is going to be Anthony Hall for the New York Yankees spot. Lou catching up for the day. Here's an auto for you, Anthony Hall. Going to put autos up to 2, and we got a tight race on this hit counter right now, guys. Austin Wells, Rookie of the Year candidate last year for the Yankees. Chacon, Mick Abel, David McCabe, Spencer Jones, Andrew Pintar. There we go. We got a mini diamond here, a little sparkle of Jackson Merrill. For the San Diego spot, Josh, that is numbered 172 out of 175 on the Jackson Merrill. That is a great hit for the San Diego spot. Josh, congrats. Jackson Merrill to 175. Owen Murphy Chrome for the Braves. Lisandro Rodriguez, Khalil Watson for Miami. Cutter Coffee, Montesino, Troy Melton, Hernandez, Sean Green on the MILB Legends for Toronto Blue Jays. Everyone hanging on here. No one can get a big lead. Jorge Barosa. There's Evan Carter for the Texas Rangers. Tavares, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Varas, Henry Davis, Carlos Jorge, Marcelo Meyer again for Boston. Bryce Hubbard on the Chrome. Gabriel Rincones, Elijah Green for Washington, Cermak, Cedeno, Nick Gonzalez, Caden Wallace, and another Papa Noel for Cleveland. Brian Ramos on the Chrome for the White Sox. Rain Duncan, Cole Phillips, Brady House, Everson Ortega, Gabriel Hughes, Max Muncy, Reggie Crawford on the Farm Fresh Futures for San Francisco. Josh. There's Jet Williams for the Mets. Hey, we got Wayne popping in the chat now. Wayne, how you doing? Great to have you join us. Jet Williams, Trevor Martin. There's Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. Jacob Mizraski for the Brewers. Andrew Painter, Yenner Fernandez, Joshua Baez. And we've got a gold auto Dalton Rushing, the Great Lakes Loons. I believe that is the Dodgers. Congratulations. That is out of 50. 34 out of 50 on the Dalton Rushing auto. That's a pretty one. We got to get some fireworks going for that guy. Dalton Rushing auto, 31 out of 50 on the gold auto. Congratulations. I'm doing all right, Wayne. Thanks, man. Having a really good weekend. I've had a great weekend. We had some baseball practice this morning, so got out and got to do some practice with the kids, and then now come in and do some breaks. You can't beat that for a Sunday. And then when you start pulling Ellie De La Cruz and autos out of 50, you really can't beat that. So I'm doing great, man. I hope you guys are all doing well, too. There's Ellie De La Cruz. So Ellie and Farm Fresh now, the first 2-point lead we've had all break, I think, for this one. Silas Ardone, Brooks Lee, Cade Doty, Chandler Simpson, Angel Janot, Jordan Lawler, for Arizona. For Wayne, that one's for you, man. Martinez. Curtis Mead for the Durham Bulls, Tampa Bay on the chrome. Noelvi Marte. Will Rudy for the Brewers. Andy Pages for the Dodgers. Rafaela for Boston. Freeland. Tamar Johnson for Pittsburgh. And Ivan Melendez for Arizona on the chrome. We got a gold chrome sparkle here of Cole Phillips. And that one's out of 50 as well for the Braves. 35 out of 50. That is a banger. Cole Phillips, Robert. Congratulations. 35 out of 50 on the Cole Phillips. Congratulations on that one, Robert. 35 out of 50. Yesin Morabel, Bernabel, Verdugo, Jimmy Crooks. I like that name, Jimmy Crooks. Manuel Beltre, Peyton Pallett. There's Spencer Jones on the Farm Fresh Futures for the Yankees. And Farm Fresh starting to pull away a little bit right now. Burgos, Matos, Landon Sims, Matt McClain, Zavala, Martorella, Hayu Lee. There's A-Rod on the MLB Legends. And I feel like... Did I miscount an auto? 1 auto, 2 autos, 3 autos. No, 3 autos. It's 4 per box. We should have 1 more auto coming out of here, guys. Carlos Colmenares, Ryan Ritter, Eric Brown Jr., Drew Romo. There's Heather Locklear's nephew, Tyler. Pedro Leon, Victor Acosta. Ricky Tiedemann for Toronto. Drew Gilbert on the chrome. Blaze Jordan. Gutierrez and Brannigan. Come on, 4th auto. Show up. Juan Guerrero. Jose Ramos. Dalton Rushing again. Carson Williams. It's another redemption. Holy cow. And it's a base card parallel. Cole Phillips. So we just got, look at that. Robert just got Cole Phillips out of 50. But apparently he wasn't available to sign his autographs because, Robert, now you got a Cole Phillips auto as well. Congratulations, Robert. Cole Phillips with the last 2 hits for us for the Braves. And there's our 4th auto for the first box. Frias, Valera, Beck, Caro, Drew Gilbert, Curtis Mead. There's Benny Bombs on the chrome for Colorado. Xavier Isaac, Jordan Sprinkle, Mason Hour, and Harry Ford. Guys, so that does mark the halfway point of our break. So start thinking about your updates on the hit counter. We're at 14. So, Leo, you just added in, I think you just added in 7 there. Maybe it got deleted, but got to update that a little bit. We're guessing the total amount, guys. And we're at 14 on the halfway point. We should end up somewhere in the mid to high 20s would be my guess. Keep in mind, at least 4 more autos. So that would put autos in the lead. And that will put us at least at 18. And then after that, it's going to be, can either one of the spots catch Ellie and Farm Fresh, or is Ellie and Farm Fresh going to complete the run? Make your predictions now. Make your changes if you want to make them, or if you hadn't made them yet, go ahead and do so. You've got till I rip this stack of packs for the second box, and then we will close it up, and we'll see how you guys do on the Leprechauns. I'm thinking that, I don't know. I guess if we get a bunch more Farm Fresh, like we got 5 Farm Fresh Futures, and we got 4 of the Legends. So, I don't know. If we get hot on the Legends, that might take it. But I'm thinking Ellie and Farm Fresh is probably the way to go. And I'm thinking we end up at like 24. 24 or 25. That's where I'm thinking we're going to end up. So, Leo, as you're going in there, we're at 14 right now. So you're not predicting each spot. You're predicting the total of all the spots. So you're probably going to want to be somewhere in the 20s. And if you're sticking with the legends, it would be the legends and then however many more we're going to get. You guys don't necessarily have to predict each spot, but if you're predicting 8 autos, obviously you're accurate because that's how many we should get. If you haven't updated your hit counter to be something higher than 14, you're going to want to do that. If you're not higher than 18 yet, you're going to want to make your prediction changes. Because, again, we should get at least 4 autos. That should put us to 18. So, 2 redemptions out of that, guys. Now, I would think, I know some people get frustrated when they see redemptions. But the good news about these ones is, remember, this is 2023 Pro Debut. So I would really think at this point, Topps managed to get Cole Phillips and who is the other guy? Cole Phillips and Judd Fabian. I would think by now they've gotten the autographs of those guys and they've got them in a drawer somewhere ready to be sent out to you. So if you ship these in, I would probably be pretty confident you're going to get them pretty quickly. Or the benefit could be, because I don't know, I think Cole Phillips is still around for the Braves. I don't know about Judd Fabian, but some of these guys, maybe if they never made it up into the pros, if Topps didn't hold on to their autographs, maybe if you send in your redemption, maybe they're not going to have got the autographs from those guys, and maybe they send you something even better. Who knows? Extra leprechaun for making 30. If we get to 30, David, I'll double your leprechauns on that. How about that? If we get up to 30, for you getting it right, I'll double your leprechauns on that one for your bravery to go up to 30. Box number 2, Ortega, Gabriel Hughes, Max Muncy, Cole Young on a Farm Fresh Futures is going to get us an early start towards that in box 2. And it's going to make it look even easier in terms of you guys sticking with Ellie and Farm Fresh on this. Drew Breaker, Colson Montgomery, Matt Mervis. There's another Pete Crow Armstrong. Starlin Thompson. There's another Sal Frelick. Velasquez. And we've got a teal Wilfred Perez for the White Sox. Teal's is 75. 10 out of 75 for the Chicago White Sox spot. Josh B., congratulations. That is 10 out of 75 for the Perez for the White Sox. Dalton Rushing on the Chrome. Logan Tanner, Drew Jones for Arizona. Tanner Schobel, Cam Collier, Nick Biddison. There's another Jackson Churio for the Brewers spot. I don't have him on the hit counter, but I like pulling Jackson Churios. William, congrats. There's another Jason Dominguez for Lou. Roberto Clemente and the MILB Legends for the Montreal Royals. We're up to 5 on that. There's Justin Crawford for Philadelphia. Drew Thorpe. Kevin Parada. Chase Medroth. Yiddy Cappy. Ignacio Alvarez. Drew Jones on the Farm Fresh Futures. I truly wonder when Drew Jones is going to kind of make his way up and stay in the majors, if he ever will. Farm Fresh Futures up to 8. Placencia, McKenzie, Vasquez, Ben Joyce, Jacob Berry, Justin Boyd, Ballesteros. There's a great auto, Jet Williams for the Mets. William P. It's green Jet Williams auto. That is $2.99. 4 out of 99. 4 out of 99. So if it's under 100, we got to do fireworks. But that is a great auto for the New York Mets, William. Jet Williams, $2.99. Congratulations. So that's our 5th auto. We should have 3 more coming. There's Paciola, Martinez, Diaz, Martinez, Polanco, Jacob Miller, Chase Young, Trey Lipscomb, Robert Hassel on the chrome, Austin Wells, Chacon, Mick Abel, Bastida, Zach Galoff, Spencer Jones, Pintar. There's a Tony La Russa. Look at that young guy. Tony La Russa for the Bears on the MILB Legends. And they're making the run, guys. The Legends are making the run at Elian Farm Fresh. Lisandro Rodriguez, Khalil Watson, Cutter Coffee, Tyler Soderstrom, Cueva, Luciano, and Yiddy Cappy for the Farm Fresh Future says to the Legends. The Farm Fresh Future is jumping back out. Jorge Barosa. There's Evan Carter again. Tavares, Rodriguez, Cruz, Kumar Rocker, Dylan Beavers, Jose Ramos on the chrome for the Loons. Brady House, Gabriel Rincones, Elijah Green, Ryan Cermak, Andy Rodriguez, Dylan Lesko, Dustin Harris, and we're going to have another green. It's Zach Galoff for Oakland. That's 22 out of 99. 22 out of 99, Mike for the Oakland spot with Zach Galoff. Congrats. Yerlin Confidant on the chrome. Jacob Mizraski for the Brewers. Dincone. There's Cole Phillips again for the Braves. Zach Veen. Figueroa, Mason Wynn for the Cardinals, Sterling Aguilar. And there's a base auto for Wayne for Arizona, Landon Sims. Arizona off to a good start. They went and got Corbin Burns to bolster their rotation this year. Landon Sims on the auto. So that is going to tie autos up with the Legends. We should have at least 2 more to go, so we're at 23 for sure on the hit counter. There's Jet Williams, Trevor Martin, Junior Caminero again, DeAndre, Mason Barnett, Sal Stewart. There's Paul Konerko for the Dukes and the MILB Legends. Confidant, Robert Hassel. Robert Perez, Denzer Guzman, Joe Lamp, Alex Ramirez, Drake Baldwin, Justin Foscue on the chrome for Texas. Ponte, Benny Bombs, Melendez, Justin Foscue, Jordan Westberg for the Orioles, Henry Bolte for the A's, Mauricio, and Gavin Cross. Guerrero, Chrome for the Grizzlies. That's the Rockies. Ramos, Owen Murphy, Trey Sweeney, Adele Amador, Edison Paulino, James Wood for Washington, J.R. Ritchie. And look at that with the MILB Legends. For the Silk Weavers, it's Honus Wagner. This is a $1 million card minus 999,099 cents. So 1 cent card. That sounded like it was going to come out of my head better than it did, guys. Sometimes I roll with things and I don't know how they're going to go. That one was a flat fail. Kyle Harrison. There's Jackson Merrill for San Diego. There, I pull a Jackson Merrill. That makes up for that really just poorly delivered joke about Hannes Wagner. There we go. Jackson Merrill. Cesar Prieto. Vera. Alcantara Balcazar. And we got Elijah Green chewing on his necklace for the Farm Fresh Futures for Washington. That puts us at 10 and 24 on the hit counter. Mikey Romero, Luis Angel Acuna, Reggie Crawford. There's Colton Cowser for the Orioles. Lots of great names coming out of this set still. Dalton Rushing, Carson Williams, Tyler Locklear. Jorge Vera for the White Sox on the Sparkle autograph. So congrats, Josh. Again, the White Sox having a great day today. This is going to be numbered 20 out of 199. 20 out of 199 on the autograph. 20 out of 199 on the autograph. James, you are super late again, but you joined and participated enough. We're going to let that one in. So, Nolan, you can make note of James with Ellie and Farm Fresh.
I don't know, man.
No, we'll let it go. He participates enough. We'll let it go. Gutierrez, Zach Brannigan. But you got to quit bopping in and out, man. You got to make your predictions when we put them open. Coleman Ayers, Ryan Ritter. Curtis Mead for Tampa Bay. Guerrero, Jose Ramos. Logan Tanner to 150. 86 out of 150 for Logan Tanner. On the blue refractor. Congratulations. There's a chrome of Tyler Locklear. Valera, Jordan Beck, Blaze Jordan, Hubbard, Cole Young, Edgar Caro, Drew Gilbert, and we got a Gavin Cross on the Farm Fresh Futures. I think that cements up Farm Fresh Futures should win this thing. The question now is, are we going to get where are we going to get to on this hit counter? James. Mason Hour, Harry Ford. Took a short nap. Hey, all right. That's all right. I hope it was a good one. Harry Ford, Diane Freya, Zach Neto, Sean McLean. Although I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about the fact that I put you to sleep with there, so I got to start maybe doing an alarm clock. I got to be like, hey, wake up! See if that gets anyone else napping, still asleep. Denzer Guzman on the chrome. If anyone was napping, I apologize. Diego Arquetea, Tucker Tobin, Isaac, Jordan Sprinkle, David McCabe. There's another Jackson Holiday for the Baltimore spot. Excuse me. Robert, a little Jackson Holiday love. That got Camilo to laugh a little bit. There's Judd Fabian again. Pujols on the MILB Legends for the Cannons. The Legends are not out of it yet, guys. They want to make me eat my words here. We're at 27 on the hit counter. Susana, Anthony Hall. We should have one auto left. Gonzalez, Brenner Cox, Marcelo Meyer, Montesino, Troy Melton, Hernandez, Carson Williams on the chrome. Bly, Burkhalter, Jensky Noel, and Veras. Henry Davis, Carlos Jorge. There's our autograph. It is Valerio. And I just ran out of sleeves. Felix Valerio for the Biloxi Shuckers. Felix Valerio on the auto. That gets us our 8th auto. Gets us to 28 on the hit counter. Kasevich. There's Valerio again. Juan Bin Chu. Cedeno, Nick Gonzalez. Caden Wallace. Robert Perez Jr. on the chrome. Michael Hernandez. Cal Manzardo. David De Los Santos. And Jackson Jobe. Finishes. He's still laughing. Oh, you muted me too, James? You're just killing my ego right now. You fell asleep during my break and had me muted?
That's rough.
That is rough. That's my ego just went on that one. And I was going to give you credit for your pick. Nolan, don't count his picks anymore.
Yeah.
He done blew up my ego now. All right, guys. Here we go on that break. That was a fun couple breaks of Pro Debut. When you think about all the names that are in there, I mean, every team's going to get a ton of good guys that are in there. Here's all kinds of chromes and inserts and things we're going to get properly sleeved up and taken care of before we ship them out to you guys. Let me recap our autos and some of our better hits. We got a Valerio auto. A couple holidays, that's one of them. Logan Tanner numbered. Thanks, James. Appreciate that. We got the Vera numbered Sparkle auto. Jackson Merrill. Landon Sims auto. Zach Galoff on the low numbered. Jet Williams autographed to 99. Drew Jones, Farm Fresh Futures. Churio. Nolan, did you have the hit counter things?
I gotta get that real quick. Sorry.
Veras to 75 on the teal blue. We got 2 redemptions in this one, guys. Cole Phillips on the autographed parallel redemption. And then we did get, right before we pulled that, we got Cole Phillips on the mini diamond to 50. We did get an Ellie De La Cruz. We got a Dalton Rushing auto to 50. We got a Jackson Merrill to 175. Anthony Hall auto. We got 2 Churios. Hayu Lee numbered to 199. The Judd Fabian redemption for Baltimore. And the other Jackson Holiday for Baltimore. So some great hits coming out of there and a lot of great names coming out of that. We did end up at 28 with Ellie and Farm Fresh. So Nolan's tabulating our giveaways right now. While we do that, I'll just remind you guys a couple housekeeping things. And for those of you that are joining for Elite Extra Edition, we're about 2 minutes away from that one, break number 479. So a couple housekeeping things when we've been doing these giveaways. I've got up on our camera, we've got the Pulse Heat Seekers, and then we've got the top celebration packs we're doing for giveaways today. You're earning those leprechauns in the hit counter games, and that's how you can win those free packs at the end of the break. Other housekeeping note is, again, for things like those giveaways, no purchase is necessary to win those. You just got to hang out with us and play in the hit counter. The breaks, obviously, themselves, you're buying into the spot. You're buying all the cards of the team from that spot. We don't hold anything back. We send it to you exactly how you see me pull it on camera. We get them all taken up, and we try and take them very protected for you guys. And then if you guys can as well, hit that like, subscribe button. And pop on over to cardlines.com. And if you haven't done so yet, sign up for the newsletter that goes out twice a week. Here we go, guys, for that break. Bats, you got another one. James did get it one more with his first pick. David grabbed one. Lots of people got it for Ellie. Lou got one. And Wayne got one. And then Mike, Nolan, you have Mike as 1 or 2? 2. Yeah, Mike got them both correct.
Mike and Brandon.
And Brandon got them both correct. Good job, guys. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations on getting those leprechauns. Our next break, I'll bring the schedule up, but our next break is 5 of these guys. And you all know, if you've hung around with us before, you guys know how much I love 2023 Elite Extra Edition. I was a little disappointed that they changed to Prospect Edition because I'm a big fan of this product, and we always do well with it. But we're going to be going to 5 of those Elite Extra Editions, and then we're going to finish up our break today with Select Baseball 2 boxes, which is going to be a ton of fun as well. So that's how we're going, guys. We're tracking through it. We're 60% of the way through our afternoon already. This is kind of fun doing an afternoon break. We've been kind of testing out different times, seeing what works, what doesn't. And actually, quite frankly, it's some of that and more that I'm just trying to make it work with my schedule to be as available as possible and try and get at least 2 breaks a weekend. So that's another reason why we're doing Sunday afternoon from 2 to whatever, because that was just the the one time this week and weekend that I could squeeze a break in. So always appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to do this with you. We do have our 5 boxes here. Let me switch lists so you guys can see the hit counter. There we go. There it is. So the hit counter, guys, is going to be, the first spot is going to be Skeens and Ralphie. And then I've talked about this forever. And last time I just did DPL mem cards, and it blew up in my face because we didn't get any. And we got like 1. We got a lot of DPL autos the last time I did this, but we did not get many DPL mem cards. But we've always talked about, joking in the chat, that we needed to do like a DPL counter sometime. So I decided today might be the day to try that. So there's our empty box. So what we're doing is I had to find a way to get Skeens and Ralphie in there. But then we're going to have breaking up the DPL. So, and actually I got to fix our list over here. Where are we going? Make it a little bit smaller so you guys are all in there. There we go. So, really, the hit counter is like, oh, why did that do that? Really, the hit counter is like the Steve hit counter. There we go. Good question, Mike. I'll address that in a sec. So, really, this will be the Steve hit counter, but you guys play along in there. So, it's only going to count 1 for 1, right? So, 3 DPLs isn't going to work. Oh, Sebaski, so you are Randy S instead of Ryan. Nolan, can you check that? Where do we have that? That's in the Padres, Mariners, and Rays. Nolan, if you could change in. Randy, so sorry about that. Thanks for chiming in. And appreciate you joining us. Welcome to the Card Lines family. Hopefully we'll make up for that name gaffer there by getting you a big hit. I wonder if within the purchase or something, I don't know how we got Randy in there, but I do apologize for that. There's empty box number 4. So Mike, to your question, they can't count for all 3. Well, I suppose they could, right? If it's an autographed memorabilia card, it would count as all 3, so it could. But so the mem card, if it's just a mem card not numbered, it'd be that, right? So there is a chance, guys, that could double or triple up quite high, and we do tend to get quite a bit of DPL stuff in here. So I thought it'd be fun to give that a try and see how it works on the hit counter. So that's what we got going on. Skeens and Ralphie. Guys, I would not put my money on Skeens and Ralphie. Although, hey, you never know. I would put my number or my auto or my money, if I would on DPL numbered is probably what I would put, right? Because you got all the 499s, all of the 399s, 299s. If it's auto or a mem card, there's a chance it could be numbered. So I think if I were you guys, I would put your bet on DPL numbered. And then it really becomes a question of what our total count's going to be between all of them. And how big of a DPL break are we going to have in this one? So play along in the hit counter. That's worth a couple leprechauns for the end of the day giveaway. And here we go. We're going to start. Quick run through. So we had shout out and thank you, Steven, for the Diamondbacks, William for the Braves, Chris for the Orioles, Steven Red Sox, William Cubbies, James for the White Sox, Brian Reds, Tyson Guardians, Josh Rockies, Steve Tigers, Steven Astros, William Royals, James J. the Angels, William the Dodgers, Josh the Marlins, Michael the Brewers, Mike the Twins, Gregory with the Mets, and then Randy with the Yankees and A's, Benjamin Phillies, William Pirates, Randy the Padres, Steven Giants, Randy Mariners, Stephen M. Cardinals, Randy Rays, Amaris the Rangers, Josh the Blue Jays, Wayne the Nationals, Steve with the DPL, and David K. with the International Brown and Points section. And you'll be happy, David K., because I do see some yellow in here. which means we got some points right away in this first box. Here we go, guys. First box in. Good luck to each of you. Thank you guys so much. It is a Spellbound D for Baltimore. Chris of Enrique Bradfield Jr. Then we got Chase Davis to 349 for the St. Louis Cardinals. Stephen M. For Arizona, we got a Geno Groover prime numbers autograph. And that is going to be the 200. 60 out of 200. 60 out of 200 on the Geno Groover. Trey Lipscomb on the Hidden Gems auto for Washington. Congratulations, Wayne, on a Lipscomb Hidden Gems auto. Blake Walters, Kansas City, base. Ty Pete on a Future Star status for Seattle. Randy, that's your first card with us. Congratulations. Hopefully you have many, many more. And here's our first one that's going to come up, guys. It's a die cut. Gold prime numbers for the DPL. It's Anderfer Vizcaino. And that is 5 out of 10, guys. 5 out of 10. So you know what we got to do here. We got to do fireworks. And you know what? Instead of 4 out of 10, I'm going to do a little disco ball action for the DPL. So, Steve, congratulations. Vizcaino die cut out of 10. And that is a DPL numbered card. So, we are on the hit counter board. DPL numbered card. There we go. Next up for Los Angeles is an Alberto Rios autograph. Alberto Rios. Then we got a Chase Hampton autograph. Chase Hampton for New York on the Hidden Gems. Going for every other one, James. Seattle Colt Emerson on the base. Jacob Gonzalez on a Spellbound A for the White Sox. James J, there you go. Kansas City, Eric Torres on the green to 499. 246 to 499 on the Aspirations. Congrats, William. St. Louis, Travis Honeyman autograph. Travis Honeyman on the autograph for Stephen M. And there are those points. 150 points for the international spots. David K, congrats. And then you're coming back, David, with an Olivia Pichardo for the Brown University portion of that spot. Chase Dollander on the Higher Learning. Prime numbers, Nazan Zanatello for Boston, Stephen M. That is going to be numbered out of 200. 40 out of 200 on the Zanatello prime numbers. Hey, Philadelphia, there's George Klassen, Benjamin. This guy's a local high school product for us here. George Klassen on the prime numbers auto. The local boy coming out of 200. 199 out of 200. Benjamin, congratulations. Mac Horvath, 130 to 199 on the Future Threads for Baltimore. So Chris T, congrats on the Baltimore spots. Mac Horvath to 199. Atlanta, Garrett Bauman. Die cut the orange variation of Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the Spellbound E. Come on. We'll try one of the thicker sleeves. These die cuts more than any of the other ones. It's got that top little sharp corner up there, and that one is one of the trickiest ones to not bend up when we put them in. There it is. Enrique Bradfield, that is $299.83 out of 99 for the Baltimore spots. So congratulations, Chris T on that one. 10,000 more points is Silver Pack. We're working our way there, Mike. David's working 150 at a time. Congrats to Baltimore. There's AJ Ewing for New York. That's going to be the 349 on the status. Or I'm sorry, 499. 334 out of 499. And there's Heather Locklear's grandson, Tyler Locklear. Seattle Impact Impressions auto. Congrats to Seattle spot, Randy. There's the DPL. We got a patch numbered to 199. Christopher Familia to 199 on the DPL. That is a multicolor patch. If you look through the letters, as soon as I get this stable in here, but we got orange, black, purple, 3-color patch to 199 for the DPL. Christopher Familia. And that's going to get DPL numbered up to 2. And DPL mem card up to 1. And then there's a DPL base, Albert Fermin. So I find it funny that the DPL is always such a big part of these breaks. And then when I finally put them on the hit counter, they're nowhere to be found. I mean, we got 3 of them, I guess. But and they were good ones that we got, but normally with these boxes, it's just like DPL after DPL after DPL. So, of course, the times that I put them in the hit counter, we'll get less of them. But right now, we're in the lead. DPL numbered are in the lead. I would expect that to jump up much more here in these boxes. But we'll see. Let's see if box 2 is going to be a better box than box 1, or if box 1 is going to end up being the better box. I should have had you guys predict which boxes you thought would be the best box. What I do like to see out of this, we're going to start out with a Paul Skeens Spellbound S. So, William, here's our first Paul Skeens of the break for you. Congratulations on the red foil S for Paul Skeens. So, Skeens and my boy Ralph here on the board. Kansas City is going to get a green status of Marwis Jorge. That's the $4.99. And then we're going to get prime numbers autograph for Tampa Bay, Adrian Santana. So, Randy, here you go, Adrian Santana. And that is to 200. 200. The one with the Skeens auto in the pack, yeah. Good that you can change the number. Santana to 200 for Tampa Bay. Congrats, Randy. Hidden Gems auto, Jared McKenzie. For Washington, Jared McKenzie on the autograph. Congrats, Wayne. Detroit, Kevin McGonigal base. We got Carson Wisenhunt. This was turned around for some reason. I don't know if it's just pack configuration or if it's going to be something crazy. It's just pack configuration. Carson Wisenhunt, San Francisco Giants on the Impact Impressions. So, Stephen M., congratulations on an auto. Then we got Eric Batanti auto. Prime numbers for the Milwaukee Brewers spots. Michael S., that's to 200. 19 out of 200 for Eric Batanti. A Spellbound L for Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati. Los Angeles going to get a red status of Eric Swan. And that is numbered to 199. 176 of 199. Miami is going to get a prime number as Brock Vredenberg auto. So Josh B. Brock Vredenberg out of 60. 37 out of 60. We like that. Let's get a little firework action. 37 out of 60 for the Josh. Brock Vredenberg prime numbers auto out of 60. There's a DPL signatures of a Jose Jorge. Jose Jorge on the DPL signatures. It's going to get DPL auto now on the board, and all the hit counter spots have had something. Duriel Duran on the DPL base. Spellbound D for Bradfield Jr. That's 3 of the letters so far we've gotten for Baltimore Chris. Seattle is going to get an Aiden Smith on the Blue Aspirations, which is numbered 264 to 349. Then we got Joe Vetrano for Los Angeles on the auto. Joe Vetrano auto. Jackson Cox for Colorado on the autograph. Josh. Congrats, Josh, on the Jackson Cox Impact Impressions autograph. Grant Taylor for Chicago on the base. Rhett Lauder Higher Learning for Cincinnati. Los Angeles going to get a green status of Alberto Rios. And that's to 499. 40 out of 499. Houston, Ethan Pecco on the autograph. Stephen M., congrats on the Pecco autograph. There's Aiden Miller, Mr. Gold Ink Signature. Aiden Miller on the Future Threads, 110 to 399. Benjamin M., congratulations on the Phillies spot. Jacob Wilson for Oakland. Randy. Hey, it's going to be a numbered Paul Skeens. This is going to be the blue lettering, blue foil. That is the E, and it's to 199. 143 out of 199 on the Paul Skeens. That's what I like to see, William. Numbered Paul Skeens to 199. Paul Skeens at 199. William, give me a fist bump. Boom. And Skeens and Ralphie now tied for the lead with the DPL. Did not see that one coming. Prime number is Olivia. Our girl Olivia to 200. 31 out of 200 on the Olivia Picardo for the International Brown and other spots. David, congratulations. John Kasevich, Toronto on the Impact Impressions auto. DPL going to get a little patch of Alberto Limon. Boy, if you guys can see it on the card, look at that. Like, right across there, just a pressure line going all the way across and one up there. Yowza. Yowza. Albert Fermin. Boy, Steve, not excited to see those pressure lines on that. But I love that blue patch on there. But unfortunately, this guy's not gradable, I wouldn't think. Albert Fermin. Little card got pressed a little bit there somehow. Albert Fermin for the DPL on the mem card. That does get our hit counter going, though. And then we got Connor Halloran.
Oh, you know what I want to do?
What I might do on that one, Steve, is I'm gonna grab one of the boxes. We're gonna send you one of the boxes on that, so that you can send it in with it if you want to. Maybe you'll get lucky if you send it in. We'll have the video of the proof of the video, but to send them that the card came like this out of the box, and maybe you'll get something for it from Panini. You never know. So we will make note on there to send that to you. All right. Again, sucks to see that. I apologize for that. It obviously, that's how it came out of the pack, so there's nothing we could do about it, but I hate to see the card get that bent up. I feel bad for you, man. So we will send you that box. Also, here's what I'm going to do, too. I'm just going to grab a random... Well, let's see. Grab a random little giveaway pack here, and I've got a numbered Andrew Nardi and a Fireworks Cal Manzardo. That just because we care, I'm going to put that in your loot as well, Steve. Just because I hate to see damaged cards come out of the box for you guys. But we are nearing that halfway point already. These boxes fly by quick. 25 cards per box. Tons of hits, though. But so start thinking about what changes you might want to make. Right now, we're a little bit light on the counter. I thought the DPL would load us up. But we are at 7 with Skeens and Ralphie staying strong on there. So start thinking about what you think is going to happen. Let's see what this last box does for us. It's a Jacob Wilson Spellbound S for Oakland. For the international spot, David K., we got a Giovanni Rodriguez to $4.99 for the international spot. Congrats. For Seattle, Randy, we got a Felnine Celestine prime number 67 out of 200 on the auto for you, Randy. The last DPL, was it an auto? I do not believe so. Or the auto numbered. I don't think so. But let me check. No, none of these are numbered. These are always base numbered. But good looking out, so we didn't miss one. Matthew Wood for the Brewers spot. Michael S. on a Hidden Gems auto. Not changing bats. You're rolling with it. Oh, no, we don't have to close it yet. We're not through the third box. False alarm, guys. Sorry for the confusion on that. False alarm. You can change your guess. We got time. We got to get through this box first. Walker Martin. Sorry, Nolan. Didn't mean to confuse you. Braden Taylor, Higher Learning. Kansas City, Yandel Ricardo, prime numbers. And that is to 60, guys. Kansas City to 60. Kansas City to 60. William P. William P. There we go. Then we got Walker Martin coming back again for San Francisco. Stephen M. This is a die cut. Blue Aspirations. And that one's a 68. 43 is 68. So we got more fireworks coming. Multiple hits back to back. Numbered under 100. I like that a lot. Martin to 68 on the auto. There is a DPL base signatures. Franklin Vargas. So that's an auto. Although, I do feel like... Did we have more than one? 1, 2... Making sure I didn't miss counting a DPL auto, though. Nope. Okay, perfect. We're good. So we got the DPL auto on the board. Everything is locked up at 2 right now. Nolan Shanuel for the Angels. James J. Shout out to Solaro Sunglasses. Cardline's own Jesse Haynes. Chase Downder for Colorado. on the primary colors. Matt Shaw for Chicago on the blue aspirations to 349. Another die cut auto here for Baltimore. Chris, it's a Jake Cunningham die cut, and that is $3.99 to $3.99. Just got to get some new autos. No, you're not seeing any things. I got a few different sizes going on. That hit counter. You are definitely not seeing things. That's the DPL number is a little too. Should I make it less than a mini 2? There we go. That gets it a little better. 250 points for David. You're up to 400 now. DPL, there's Ronnie Garcia on the base. Brock Wilken, Future Star status for the Milwaukee Brewers spot. Miami is going to get a green status of Jake DeLeo to $4.99. Atlanta with the Garrett Bauman prime numbers auto to 200. 61 to 200 on the prime numbers auto. It wasn't you, Betts. You're not old. The number was really small. That was me, not you, my friend. Zach Levinson to 199 on the Future Threads for St. Louis. Congrats to the St. Louis spot, Steven, for a numbered mem card. Chase Jaworski, Houston on the base. There's a Dylan Cruz, Higher Learning, and I think this is a blue foil. I think it's going to be numbered. It is 112 out of 199. 112 out of 199 for Wayne. On the Dylan Cruz, 199. There's a DPL Aspirations Alexander Coelho. The blue Aspirations is to 349. 15 out of 349. So that's going to be DPL numbered, and finally we have a new leader on the hit counter, and it's the numbered cards, which we kind of thought would be the ones to take it. Robert Moore on an autograph for the Brewers spot, Michael. Aiden Miller on another Future Threads for Philadelphia. And Detroit, Max Anderson. So, guys, we're 3 boxes in. Now it's time for that hit counter to start. You guys got a few minutes here, or not a few minutes. You got about a minute here to make your predictions, and then now the prediction counter will soon close. So get your changes in. We're at 9, and we're at the 60% of the way point. So somewhere in that 14 to 20 range, depending on how bold you're feeling. At some point, I would expect the DPL to start to pick up a little bit on there. Again, I've always thought the numbered should be the one that takes it, but we will see. Yeah, no joke. I like those Future Thread patches a lot, actually. I actually like them, other than them being numbered. I like the base ones better than the orange ones almost. I think the base ones look a little sharper just because that orange stands out. But, of course, the orange ones are numbered. But, yeah, I like those Future Threads a lot. So we are at 9 on the hit counter, and Skeens and Ralphie are holding pace. So, guys, don't rule out Skeens and Ralphie, because we could get hot on Paul Skeens. My guy Ralphie, you never know when he's lurking around waiting to come out. Next box in, we've got Ty Floyd, primary colors. And we are now closed, guys. Thanks, Noam. Prime numbers gold for the DPL, Angel Perez. This one's going to be very low numbered as well. So here's what we're going to do right away. We're going to start some fireworks off, and then we're going to reveal 23 out of 24. We almost got the bookend break for Steve. We almost got the bookend break. 23 out of 24 on the gold, Angel Perez for the DPL. So that is going to put the DPL numbered now up to 4. And for the first time, we see a little bit of a lead forming. Here's a die cut for the Twins, Mike, of Luke Keyshaw. And that's the $3.99 for the Twins on an autograph, die cut auto. Congratulations. And then Olivia Picardo all over the place in this one. David, congratulations on an Olivia autograph. Congratulations, Olivia Picardo on the autograph. Luke Schlager, San Francisco. Rhett Lauder on the Future Star status for Cincinnati. Jacob Gonzalez for the White Sox. James J., that's a Blue Aspirations to 349 on the Jacob Gonzalez. And we got a Prospect Materials, guys. Drew Hackenberg. I love these cards. These are sweet looking cards. This is the Atlanta Braves spot. William P., congratulations. This is a RPA. It is 12 to 99. 12 out of 99 on the Drew Hackenberg RPA. That is a beauty of a card for the Atlanta Braves spots. I really like these. The only downside to these specific cards is that patch is always a very basic patch, most of the time white. So that would be the only thing, is if it would be something a little chunkier in there. But other than that, I love these cards. Hackenberg to 99. Congrats on the Atlanta spot, William. DeAndre Smith on the Hidden Gems auto for Chicago. I'm sorry, New York. Excuse me, the New York Mets, Gregory. My bad, I thought that was a Cubs uniform. DeAndre Smith, Mets, Hidden Gems auto. Blake Mitchell, Kansas City base. Rhett Lauder on the Spellbound O for Cincinnati. We got Oakland, Jacob Wilson. Congrats, Randy. That's Jacob Wilson to 499. Called up to the majors. That's a great hit. Guys, we got another gold. Arizona, Stephen M., my friend. There you go. Jack Hurley on a gold die-cut auto. This is going to be at least out of 24, if not out of 10. Can it be a bookend breaks? Can it be a little eBay 101 action? Let's see. Stephen, 7 of 10. 7 of 10. That is our second card numbered to 10 in this break. I love it. We're getting real close to that 101. We're getting real close to that 101. 7 to 10, Jack Hurley. Steven, congratulations. And guys, 400 points for David. 400 points for David. He's up to 800 points now. Mike, I think by your math, he's got to be getting somewhat closer to that silver pack, huh? Kansas City, Eric Torres. David, congrats on all the points. Jacob Wilson for Randy again on the Future Star status. Then we're going to get St. Louis, Quinn Matthews. Stephen M., that's to 199 on the Quinn Matthews red status. Jade Ham, prime numbers for Detroit. That's going to be a low-numbered auto. 147 out of 200. Lots of prime number autos coming out of here. Chase Davis and another one of those future threads to 199. 93 out of 199 for St. Louis, Stephen M. St. Louis quietly, maybe not so quietly, having a great break here. Congrats, Stephen M. Dylan Head, San Diego base. Philadelphia, Tayshaun Walton to 349 on the Blue Aspirations. Robbie Snelling on the Impact Impression autographs for San Diego. Randy, congrats. Brandon Winokur on the Future Threads for Minnesota. Congrats to the Minnesota spot, Mike. Then we got a base DPL of Deary Gonzalez. All right, guys, we have one box left here. This card's opening right now. I have some bland base. Yeah, we've gotten. I love Elite Extra Edition because you do get base, but what you guys will see and have seen in the past, the stack of base cards. When we open up 5 boxes of these, the stack of base cards is usually about here. The stack of hits and like autographs and mem cards that aren't numbered and stuff is usually about this size. And then the stack of actual hits is usually about like up there. So that's why I love Elite Extra Edition so much. It's not a ton of cards in the box. You only get 25 cards per box, but every box has got 8 autographs, 2 mem cards, and usually of those 25 cards, usually 10 to 15 of them are numbered. And you do tend to get a lot of like numbered to 499 or 349, but even still, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But we've been rolling with 2023 Elite Extra Edition for a long time just because it's such a great breaking product. Braden Taylor, primary colors for Tampa Bay. New York's going to get a Brandon Sproat status, and that is to 499. That's the Mets, Gregory. Miami, Thomas White on a status auto. So Josh, that is 25 out of 31. I don't know why this one's so low numbered, but we will take it. As a die cut to 31, guys. Thomas White to 31. Yeah, better than the tops numbered out of the year, right? Out of 2025. Or with 2022 Elite Extra Edition, they had a lot of them numbered to 999, just like Prestige Football has them numbered to 999 as well. So that Thomas White was the 35. That was awesome. Drake Baldwin on the autograph for, should be Atlanta. It is Drake Baldwin for the Braves, William. Camden Minacci on the base for Los Angeles. There's Enrique Bradfield Jr. with the Future Star status for Baltimore, Chris. Cincinnati is going to get a Cole Schoenwetter. Every time I see this, I want to like yell out like from that movie Rookie of the Year, like Schussenfruffer, Wassenhutter. Schoenwetter is just a tough name. It always makes me want to call off different things. 38 out of 60 though is a prime number die cut. So regardless of how you want to yell his name out, that's a banger out of 60 for Cincinnati. Congrats, Brian L. Cole Schoenwetter out of 60. Kansas City, another one of my favorite names to say in the prospects right now. Carson Roccaforte. Gardenhoser. Congrats to the Kansas City spot on a Roccaforte auto. Tampa Bay, Trevor Harrison. Randy, you're getting a Trevor Harrison auto. And boy, the DPL, where did they go this time? Holy smokes. Mike Bovey for the Brewers. We've gotten a decent amount of DPL hits, obviously, on the hit counter, but boy, normally we get a whole lot more of them. Of course, because I put them on the hit counter there. Yeah, that's my favorite one, is when he yells, Scramble Egger! Cincinnati Reds, Rhett Lauder. Bought a box, whoa, 666. That would have been interesting to get that box, huh? Luke Keyshaw, Minnesota on the aspirations to 349. Congrats, Mike. Impact Impressions, Chase Petty for the Reds. Brian, congrats. Chase Petty autograph. Little CPY on the autograph. Here's another initials autograph for Hunter Barco for Pittsburgh. So, William, like getting you a Pittsburgh auto. I wish that was Paul Skeens pitch in there. Hunter Barco autograph. Ty Pete base for Seattle. Chase Dollander on the Future Star status. I'm sure that took a while to fill that box up, right? Sean Sullivan, Colorado, to 499, 71 out of 499. Los Angeles autograph, Eric Swan. Eric Swan on the auto. We're getting another numbered mem card. This one's going to be Dylan Head. Pick number 25, 22 out of 199 for the San Diego Padres spots. Randy, congrats on the orange Dylan Head. White patch there to 199. There's my guy, Ralphie. There he is, coming out to play for the Guardians, Tyson. And would you look at that? Skeens and Ralphie are in striking distance. We get one more of those guys, it's over. Kyle Teal for Boston to 199 on the primary colors. So congrats, Stephen M. on the Kyle Teal to 199. Oakland, Randy, Dylan Lesko on the prime numbers. Red die cut. That's out of 200. 95 out of 200. Thomas Harrington, another Pittsburgh pitcher auto for William. Congrats, William. Again, wish that was Paul Skeens' autograph, but we will take a Pittsburgh auto nonetheless. Colin Houck on the mem card for the New York Mets with a blue patch. Congrats, Gregory. And then Tampa Bay, TJ Nichols on the base. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for that break. So as I mentioned, so here's our pile of base, right? Here's our pile of $4.99, $3.49, and unnumbered mem cards. Almost the same size on the hits as the base. Here's our stack of autographs that aren't numbered. Full of top-loaded autographs there. We did get 800 points for David with 400, 250, and 150. And then we'll recap our hits, and Nolan should hopefully have the Leprechaun counts for me. We ended up with 11. The DPL much lower than they normally are. Every time I go with other stuff, right, the DPL is all over the place. So then when I finally bit the bullet and put them in the hit counter, they're not there. Steve, we had a decent break with them, but definitely not DPL standards. But to that regard, the DPL numbered spot ended up in the lead with 4, and we had 11 on the hit counter. I'm worried. I don't know if any of you guys are going to... I don't think any of you got 11 right, because I think we thought it would go higher. But we'll see if anyone got 11. I'm thinking most of you guys got DPL numbered. But as Nolan tabulates that, let's go through. We had Dylan Lesko to 200 on the die cut. Teal to 199 on the primary colors. Dylan Head to 199. Shenwetter was 260 on the red prime numbers die cut. Thomas White was to 31 on the die cut auto. Chase Davis 199. Jaden Ham 200 auto. Jack Hurley was out of 10 on the auto. Prospect Materials a 99 for Drew Hackenberg on the RPA. Luke Keyshaw autograph. Dylan Cruz 199. Perez to 24. Thank you, sir. Levinson to 199 mem card. Bauman auto to 200. Walker Martin auto to 66. Ricardo prime numbers to 60. Celestine to 200 auto. Olivia to 200. Paul Skeens to 199. Aiden Miller to 199. Vradenberg was autographed to 60. Batanti to 200 auto. Santana to 200 auto. Skeens, DPL patch to 199. Bradford on the die cut to 99. Matt Horvath to 199. Vizcaino to 10. And Groover auto to 200. So that finishes up a fantastic Elite Extra Edition box break. And here's how you guys did with the Leprechauns for break number 4. James got himself a Leprechaun. Stephen M. got a Leprechaun. Lou got a Leprechaun. David got a Leprechaun. Brandon got a Leprechaun. Wayne got himself a Leprechaun. And Mike scored himself another Leprechaun for the DPL numbered. Unfortunately, none of us got 11 because the DPL went dead silent on us in those last few boxes, which is, we don't see that happen very much at all. But that's why you got to play the game, because sometimes that's how it goes. There's our 2 select boxes. We're pretty much right on time finishing up today. Let me get our schedule up. And there we go, guys. We are, let me update. Here we go. We are done with break number 4 of the day, which is 479. You were only off by 10 bets. So close, man. Horseshoes and hand grenades, right? We're moving on to break number 450. Guys, I think it's pretty cool realizing that we're getting close to break number 500. And Nolan actually did a little counting back today because he was like, what show was your 100th show? And he went back through, and apparently it was like about 2 months ago. But this is technically my 116th show, but it's break number 480. So we're on the doorsteps of 500. Probably, late April, if not early May, depending how many breaks we get in. We're going to hit number 500. And I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll do something fun for 500, so you guys don't want to miss 500. We'll do something fun for an additional giveaway or something sweet, but we'll do something to celebrate 500 breaks. It's hard to believe. Feels like we just started doing this a couple weeks ago, but we are already up pushing break number 500. And, of course, guys, none of that's possible without you all. So thank you guys for buying into these breaks. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us while we rip the breaks. I hope you guys are having a good time as my voice cracks. And please do continue to hit that like, subscribe button for us and keep passing along the word. Let's get on to our final break of the day. And then remember, don't go anywhere when we finish up the select box because we got our giveaway. We've been going after these leprechauns all night, so now it's time to have them race and get you guys some giveaway stuff. For our final break here, I can make that list a little bigger. There we go. And we've got, with the Diamondbacks, we've got Steve. I'm a big fan of Select. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Kenny Pickett giveaway. I could probably make that happen. I've got quite a few Kenny Pickett cards. So we might be able to make that happen. I'm going to make note of that and see if I can fish out some of my my Kenny Pickett cards. But that's a doable giveaway, Mike. I like that suggestion. I think we can go a little better than that, though, too. What do you guys think about Select? Are you guys fans of Select? Come on, Box. I'm a big fan of Select. We're going to get all kinds of stuff in there. I do have to say, I'm not as big of a fan, and I think some people are. I'm not as big of a fan of all of the die cuts they're doing now. There's our empty box. I think because the die cuts it's so easy for them to get a little ding and miss the great ability of it. But other than that, I like Select. So Steve, good luck on the Diamondbacks. Austin on the Braves. Lou on the Orioles and the Red Sox. William Cubbies. Steve White Sox. Carson Reds. Tyson Guardians. James J with the Rockies. Steve B with the Tigers. Darren with the Astros, Chris G with the Royals, Cody Angels, Michael Dodgers, Steve B with the Marlins, Randy with the Brewers. And Randy, we got you in right this time. I think Nolan might have fixed that for you. So thanks, Nolan. Steve with the Twins and the Mets, Randy with the Yankees, Steve with the A's, Christopher with the Phillies, Lionel Pirates, Randy Padres, Steve Giants, Chris Mariners, Steve Cardinals, Josh the Rays, Lou the Rangers, Steve the Blue Jays, and the Nationals, Chris G. So, guys, thank you so much good luck and congrats on all your spots. I hope I can pull you guys some absolute fire. Get myself ready with top loaders here. For the hit counter, I see you guys putting some predictions in already. I love it. I don't have an Aaron Judge auto, but I do have a pretty sweet black border numbered Aaron Judge that I might not be afraid to put up as a giveaway on there. So we'll see if I can find that one as well. And maybe some of this stuff will make it to show 500. We'll see. So, guys, we've got turbocharged. We've got select numbers. So that's the insert where it'd be different historical moment numbers. And then we've got autograph and mem cards, right? So on these boxes, we're getting 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per. So autograph mem card, if we're going chalk on that, that's 6, right? So the question is, will we get more than 6 of those numbered parallels? I don't know. I haven't opened enough of this to know. I've watched some breaks on it. Those numbers are, kind of hit or miss. The turbocharged, I'd like to think we should hit at least 6 of those, but I don't know. So it's your guys' guess which one we're going to get. Leo's changing his profile on us. Look at that, Leo. Getting all technical powered in here. But guys, good luck. Let us know in the hit counter what you think we're going to do in terms of getting those hits. Pick your spot. It's only 3 spots. So you got a 1 in 3 chance of being right, as well as let us know what the total of all 3 spots is going to be. Once again, we should have 6 autographs and mem cards coming out of this. So if you predict your total number to be less than 6, then I don't know what's going on, but you're not going to win a leprechaun. So make sure you go above 6. Select cards are sweet looking. The status swatches and some of the autographs are pretty darn sweet. And I would expect we get some color. Hopefully maybe a tie-dye or 2 or 3. I like the tie-dye cards. And I would expect we should get a lot of numbered stuff. So here we go. First half. First box. We've got rookie Spencer Arrighetti for Houston. Darren, congrats. And then right away, Texas, Lou. You're going to get a numbers Evan Carter rookie. And this is a little bit thicker stock than the other ones were. I'm not quite sure. Honestly, I don't know enough about these inserts to know why this is a tad thicker than the other base and why it was turned upside down. But that's the numbers. Evan Carter, 18. And that was 18 hits in the playoffs. So congrats, Lou. And our numbers card gets us on the board for the hit counter. Then we've got 8 out of 10 for Colorado. James J, 8 out of 10. Adel Amador on the gold. That is a pretty card. 8 out of 10 this early on. That might be a big sign, guys. But James, that's a banger right there. Amador out of 10. Congratulations. 8 out of 10. Just jump back in. Did I wake you up from a second nap? You got an 8 out of 10 for the Rockies. That was sweet. We got Thomas White for Miami. And Bryce Matthews for Houston. Alex Clemmy for Washington. Kyle Teal for Boston. And we got a white Eddie Murray. A white Eddie Murray on the concourse to 99. 90 out of 99 for Baltimore. Lou. 2 hits so far for you, Lou. Eddie Murray to 99 on the white concourse. There's a Tommy Troy turbocharged for Arizona. Congrats, Steve. And that is going to get turbocharged on the board. That is a sweet Joe Sewell for New York. It's a diamond level, so not numbered, but that's a diamond level. You're not going to see a ton of these coming out of here. That is a cool card, actually. Joe Sewell, New York on the diamond level. Giovanni Rodriguez for New York. He was international in DPL a break ago. Here's one of our fat spacer cards. A little shout out to Solero Sunglasses and Cody for Nolan Shanuel rookie. Colt Keith for Detroit with a silver. Luis Angel Acuna. And Wanbin Chu for St. Louis. We got Brock Wilken for the Milwaukee Brewers spot for Randy. And then 18 out of 25 for the Mets spot, Steve. Ronnie Mauricio on a tie-dye. There we go. Man, those are cool cards. I love the tie-dye cards. 18 out of 25 on the Ronnie Mauricio tie-dye rookie. Congratulations, Steve B. Sweet tie-dye to 25. Then we got Nolan Shanuel again. And this one is, it's a Premier Prizm. So we got a whole lot of color in there. This is not numbered, but that is a very, very pretty card for Shanuel. Cody, congrats. See all the different colors on there? Beautiful stuff. We got Aiden Miller for Philadelphia and Andrew Painter for Philadelphia. Back-to-back Phillies. Jack Leiter for Texas, Lou. And here's an auto. It's going to be one of the Diamond Action signatures. Dylan Head for Miami. Steve, congratulations. Dylan Head for Miami on the Diamond Action signatures. Dylan Head on the auto. So that's going to put auto and mem card, and we got a three-way tie right now. Philadelphia staying hot, Christopher. This one's Jim Thome to 199. 184 to 189 on the, it's kind of like a powder blue color match there. I like that. You got Philly in the powder blue uniform, and they got the blue on there. That's a cool card. Thome to 199. Good old Uncle Bud Selig on the commissioner card. So we're going to randomize that out. We don't have a Bud Selig spot. So we're going to randomize that one out at the end of the break. There's Enrique Bradfield Jr. And then the premier level, David Wright. Sensations Washington, Yehendry Morales. Chris, congratulations on the Sensations. Yehendry Morales. Yeah, they just keep using the same Bud Selig picture every year, right? Johnny Damon on the premier level, Prizm. And then we got Brock Porter and Eddie Murray for Baltimore. So that was just the first half of box one, guys. We should have one more auto and one more mem card. Yeah, Pat Gillick from the Toronto Executive. We got a Pat Gillick Toronto out of 5 from last year's select. Every year they got one or two of those like executive spots. I thought it was cool that they did a Bud Selig card. We could, well, we can't. I would say we could connect him to the Brewer spot, but that wouldn't be very good because he's not connected in here at all to the Brewer spot. So we're going to randomize him off at the end. That'd be funny if we got the Bud Selig 101. That'd be so cool to pull that one.
And then anyone could get it.
Yeah, and then randomize off a 101. That would be a ton of fun if we did that. All right, I think that was super thick. But I think we got a spacer coming here. We got Luis Baez on the premier level. Excuse me. We do have a spacer. And we got Pete Rose on the numbers. 42-56. 4,256 career hits. May never be broken again. Ichiro was probably the closest if his Japanese numbers counted. A Bauchi redemption out on the set, huh? How about that? So the numbers, Pete Rose, select numbers, we're up to 2. We got Jacob Wilson for Oakland on the rookie. And Sebastian Walcott. And then we got Chipper Jones with all kinds of colors. Some purple, some teal, some white. And that is the Concourse Prizm. That's pretty one for the Braves. Austin, congrats. Mickey Mantle for the Yanks. Arjun Nimala. And some Bob Gibson. Look at how pretty that color match is. For the St. Louis Cardinals, Steve, that is going to be out of 149. 86 out of 149 on the Bobby Gibson. I love that card as well. Then we got the mem card, George Lombard Jr. Take a look at that. There is a pinstripe in there, and that is a sweet Select Sparks to 49. George Lombard to 49. Let's get some fireworks. Fireworks for the Spark. George Lombard to 49 for the New York Yankees spot. Randy, there we go. Welcome into the Card Lines family. And that's the type of payout we're trying to get you right there. George Lombard on the Sparks mem card to 49. That is awesome. Congratulations. That's our mem card. We should still have an auto coming out of here. Kendall George is going to be another diamond level. Mike Bovey on the Premier for the Brewers. And then we're going to get Aiden Miller on a turbocharged for Philadelphia. Christopher, congrats on the Aiden Miller turbocharged. The hit counter's all knotted up at 2 now. Jose Perdomo for Atlanta on the diamond level. Then we got Leo DeVry for San Diego and Justin Crawford for Philadelphia. Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the Premier. Oh, yeah, there we go. Little Paul Skeens for the Pittsburgh spot. Lionel. That is a sweet Paul Skeens. I believe this is some form of a variation. It's not the base. There's something... Phenomenon. It's the Phenomenon insert of Paul Skeens. Oh, duh. I could have just read that right there. Instead, I'm like fumbling around trying to read all that little letter. But look at that. The Phenomenon. Paul Skeens. That is awesome. Congrats, Lionel. And excuse me for my absolute blank of mind on that. We got Steve Garvey with all sorts of color for Los Angeles. And then we got Steve Garvey again on a base and Chipper Jones on a base. Mark McGuire on the Premier. Another freaking spacer. Sensations, Kemp Alderman for Miami. The select parallels, I like all their parallels. They're sweet parallels. Congrats. We got Nick Lofton to 199 Nick Lofton to 199 on the premiere. That is a bookend break here. Sponsored by Card Lines Breaks. 199 out of 199 for Kansas City. Little eBay 101, if you will. Nick Lofton on the color match to 199. We got Connor Norby, rookie. Drew Hackenberg. Roberto Alomar. George Lombard Jr. There's an Alex Rodriguez, silver. Alex Rodriguez, silver. And then Steve B, you're going to be real happy with this one, my friend. Steve-O. It's a Luis Gonzalez out of 10. On a chunky patch auto. That is smooth as silk right there, Steve. Luis Gonzalez out of 10. Look at that patch. There's some gold up there. Different stitching. The white, different stitching. Purple. Different stitching, white again. That is amazing. Luis Gonzalez, 1 out of 10. I'm a sucker for those chunky patches. For patches that have logos in them or multiple stitches like that. That is awesome. I didn't even do fireworks yet, but you know what? Instead of fireworks, guys, that's a party right there. 1 out of 10. First print number. 1 out of 10 on the Luis Gonzalez autographed memorabilia card. That is great. So we're going to get a little bonus action because that's an autograph card and a memorabilia card. So that takes a jump, and now the hit counter is getting interesting, guys. There's the big hurt on a diamond level. All right, guys, so we are one of 2 boxes in. Start thinking about your hit counter predictions. That RPA definitely, well, it's not an RPA because it's not a rookie, but that patch auto definitely bounced things up a little bit, putting that up to 4 and putting them in the lead. We should still get 3 more, if not another bonus like that in that. So the question is, can turbocharged or select numbers catch that? You would need, there's empty box. We would expect that number to get to 7 for auto and mem card, right? So the question is, can select numbers or turbocharged get 5 more? If I were you guys, if I were a betting person, I would go on the auto mem card at this point and go all in. And then the question is going to be, what number are we going to get? Boy, that Luis Gonzalez, that patch was sick, guys. That was a fun one. So we've already gotten out of this. The first box, guys, 2 cards numbered out of 10 out of there. 2 cards numbered out of 10. And then the other patch was numbered out of 49. So Select is throwing some absolute fire at us on this break. And I love it that they're doing that. We've got 1 more box to go on this Select break. And then, of course, we got our giveaways as well. All right. Here we go. We're going to start with a diamond level Chen-Ming Wang inserts. There's another spacer. Kevin McGonigal with a Phenom for Detroit. Kevin McGonigal on the Phenoms. Just watched the Harry Potter movie last night, so it's like Kevin McGonigal. Professor McGonagall's son. For all your Harry Potter fan nerds out there.
Like great-great-grandson.
Great-great-great-great-grandson. 60 out of 199. Blake Dunn for Cincinnati. Carson. Congrats. We got Bob Gibson and Aaron Judge for the Yankees. How about a little Bo Jackson on the diamond level for Kansas City? Doing well, Chris. San Diego, Randy, here you go. We got you some more heat. We got you an autograph patch of Ethan Salas. Little silver mem patch, Ethan Salas. And that's out of 50, Randy. That is out of 50. Let me get some fireworks to celebrate this guy while I load him up. Ethan Salas on the autograph memorabilia. I want to say autobilia. The autobilia to 50. The autobilia sponsored by Cardlines. We're coining that. Trademarked Cardlines. Autobilia. Congrats, Randy, on the autobilia for Ethan Salas to 50. And that is a doubler again, guys. That's an auto and a mem card, so look out. Look out. We got Bryce Eldridge, Jimmy Palmer, and then Stan the Man Musial on the colored diamond level for St. Louis. Congrats, Steve. Steve having a great break here. Adam Wainwright on the diamond level. Spencer Jones, Sensations for the Yankees. Randy having a great break, Randy. Yeah, that Salas card was fantastic, James. So did McElroy win the Masters, or is it still going right now? Rodriguez to 149. 84 out of 149 for the Mets. Steve, congrats. Steve also having a great break here. We got Colt Keith and A-Rod for Texas. Josh Knopf from Milwaukee. Chase Davis for St. Louis. And then we got a little Luis Angel Acuna with the blue to 199. 4 to 199 on the Luis Angel Acuna. The numbers, Pedro Martinez, 2.93 career ERA. How about that? Sub 3 career ERA. Pedro Martinez for the Boston spot. Lou. So the numbers getting 3. There's another black and white diamond of Buck Leonard for Homestead. This is another one we got to randomize away, guys. That's awesome. James Wood on the rookie diamond for Washington. Congrats, Chris G. There's another spacer. Turbocharge, Marcelo Meyer for Boston. Lou, congrats. We got River Ryan for the Dodgers. And a silver Donnie Baseball for the Yankees. Congrats on the Don Mattingly, Randy. Texas, Evan Carter. Pete Rose on a diamond level. Cade Horton for Chicago on the Phenoms. Cade Horton on the Phenoms. Hopefully I didn't miss another Phenom earlier. I don't think I did. That's our third of those. We could have put that one on the account, but let me just go back through. Most of these should all be base. I want to make sure I didn't miss a Phenom before. I did not. All right. Yay for me. Texas, Brock Porter, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on the green. We are not done yet. Lou, 5 out of 5. Congratulations. Let me get some fireworks. 5 out of 5 on the Brock Porter. There it is. The green, 5 out of 5. The old eBay 101. The old bookend breaks, sponsored by Cardline Breaks. Brock Porter, Texas, 5 out of 5. And then we've got Carlos Beltran and Dylan Cruz for Washington is going to round us out. All right, guys. So we got a housekeeping to do here. We got to talk about our leprechauns and see who got those. We'd ended up with 12 on the hit counter and the auto mem card. So let's see. Nolan, I can probably go through that. You don't have to. Okay. Wayne got a leprechaun, but 17. David Robinson got another Leprechaun. Sobeski getting one. All right. Almost with 13 with 12, too. Steve grabbed a Leprechaun with the Auto Mem. Lou grabbed a Leprechaun with the Auto Mem. James grabbed a Leprechaun with the Auto Mem. Mike grabbed one with the Auto Mem. James had 11 at one point, switched it. Let's see. At one point, Savesky had 12. You almost had it. David, I think I grabbed you already. Leo put something in there at one point, I think. Yep. The Auto Mem. All right, I think I got everybody accounted for. Oh, Bets, we got you. Bets got in there as well. All right, guys. Oh, there are packs left. Oh, the old brain cells are dying on us, guys. We got more packs left. We're not done yet, but I just gave Leprechauns away, so congratulations. Apparently I'm not doing okay. Apparently I'm shutting down. I got that 5 of 5, and I thought, hey, we can wrap it up on a 5 of 5, right? Holy cow, guys. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, though. That is great news, though. Anytime we had as good a break as we did, and anytime we get that good of a break, and we have more packs left to open, there we go. Well, James, you guys everyone got a bonus Leprechaun. Yeah, Mike, that's the problem. I think I need a beer. Everyone got a bonus Leprechaun there because I counted wrong. So congrats, and thank you for being alert there. Sabesky, what we do with those is at the end of the day, every break I do, there's 2 chances at Leprechauns, and that's the spot that you think is going to get the most hits and the total number of hits. If you get them both right, you get 2 Leprechauns each break. So if we do 5 breaks, you get 10 Leprechauns. Sometimes we do bonus Leprechauns and stuff too. But then at the end of the race, you're going to have Leprechauns with your names on them, and they're going to run races for free packs. So I've got the packs behind us. We've got this Heat Seeker, one on-card autograph in there, and I've got a stack of Series 1 Celebration cards from a mega box. So we're going to be giving that stuff away at the end. So every break we try to have some kind of giveaway. Sometimes it's a blaster box. Sometimes it's multiple blaster boxes. Sometimes it's packs. Sometimes it's all sorts of stuff. We've given away Willie McCovey sunglasses before. We've random things. So that's what the Leprechauns are for. And thanks for catching me on that. Let me get back into gear here. And guys, let's finish up. There's Silas Arduin for Baltimore. Because, yeah, we didn't get all of our autos yet. So here we go. San Francisco, one of my favorite names in baseball, Maui Ahua on the diamond signatures. So first of all, Steve-O B, congrats on the Maui Ahua autograph. That is going to change that hit counter. We're up to 7 now because we've had 2 mem and auto cards. That was Adrian Santana to 199 for Tampa Bay. Josh. You know, it's like we hit that 5 of 5. I was down to 1 top loader left. And I thought, this is just a great ending point. And then, lo and behold, there's a half a box left. Oh, that was a tough one. Bobby Witt Jr. and Miles Naylor. There's Robert Hassel on the diamonds. Gunnar Henderson with the numbers to 28. 28 home runs in 2023 for Gunnar. So that's going to put the select numbers to 4. We're up to 14. We are going to get a numbered Bud Selig, guys. How about that? Bud Selig on the white, 30 to 99. So that guy's going to get randomized off. We got a bunch of cards to randomize off at the end here, too. How about that? Bud Selig to 99. We got to do fireworks for Uncle Bud. Uncle Bud to 99. There's Garcia Parra and Junior Caminero. I feel like Junior Caminero has had rookie shields for like 3 years. But he's still a good rookie prospect for the Rays.
How do I feel about Ellie? I feel like he's always been a rookie.
Yeah, with Ellie. Although Ellie doesn't have any rookie shields anymore now, though.
Yeah.
Aiden Miller on the diamond level. Another big old spacer. Chase Dollander is turned around for the Rockies. That's a phenom, Chase Dollander. James J, there you go. Dollander on the phenom. And then we got Alex Clemmy for Washington, 105 out of 199. At some point, he must have been traded to Washington pretty recently in the offseason or something, because in 2024 Prizm, he's with Cleveland. But now he's with the Nationals. Chris, congrats. Clemmy to 199. There's Ryan Sandberg and Johan Santana. Grant Taylor and Nolan Ryan. We got Evan Carter for Texas. Evan Carter. On the Concourse Prizm. The purple and teal. These should be numbered, I feel like. They're cool cards. We got scores coming out. I love it. Here we go, guys. Atlanta's going to get another one. 41 out of 49. Check out that patch, guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors on the patch. Some stitching on there. That is a select swatches. Hurston Waldrop for the Braves. Austin, congratulations. That is, again, 249. 41 out of 49 on these select swatches. The blue of the color match there makes that a beautiful, beautiful card. Here's some Waldrop to 49 for the Braves. And that's going to put Auto and Mem up to 8 because we've had a couple dualies. Los Angeles Drysdale on the diamond level for Michael. Bitonti on the diamond, on the Premier, for the Brewers. Mariano Rivera, 652 career saves for the Yankees. Randy, congrats. So our hit counter still rolling, guys. We're up to 16 now. There you go, James. Are we going to hold on to it, though? James Triantos on the Silver Premier. Chase Dollander for the Rockies and Starlin Caba for Philadelphia. There's another Premier level non-silver Triantos. Here's a select turbocharged Aaron Judge for the Yankees for Randy. So James, there goes your 16. Turbocharged Aaron Judge, Kevin McGonigal to 99 for the Tigers. That's a cool looking card. A little purple. McGonigal purple to 99. Again, Professor McGonigal's great-great-great-grandson. He's a half wizard. It's a 99. And then we've got Donnie Baseball and Marcelo Meyer. And that is all the packs. They're all there. They're all gone. Sorry about that again, guys. Now let's get into business. Here's a whole bunch of our silvers, diamond levels, premier levels. We're going to get every one of these in a sleeve and properly secured and taken care of for you guys. The stack of hits was way bigger than the stack of base, just like an Elite Extra Edition. We've got some cards we're going to randomize away. Come on. We got the Uncle Bud to 99. We got the Buck Leonard and the Uncle Bud base. We're going to randomize those off to 3 different people via a Leprechaun race. And then Nolan X, if you don't mind, well, here, I'll retabulate real quick. So let's go. If anybody hits 17, then we're gonna double it up. Wayne had 17.
Oh my god. Wayne and Bats both at 17 is what I have.
Bats at 17. Nice, Camilo.
So those two get 2.
All right. Okay. So congrats on those leprechauns. We'll get to that in a second. He missed a pretty easy punt. All right, so we had McGonigal to 99. Turbocharged Judge. Mariano Numbers. The Swatch Waldrip. Beautiful patch there to 49. Carter on the purple and teal. Clemmy numbered blue. Chase Dowlander Phenoms. Caminero rookie. Number Gunner. Adrian Santana on the blue numbered. Maui Ahuna autograph. Rock Porter 5 out of 5. Cade Horton Phenom. James Wood rookie premier level. Numbers Pedro. Luis Angel Acuna numbered blue. Giovanni Rodriguez numbered premier. Spencer Jones Sensations. Stan Musial on the colored premier. The sweet Ethan Salas Swatch Auto 250. Blake Dunn, numbered blue. Kevin McGonigal, Phenom. This was my favorite card of the break, I think. Luis Gonzalez with the sick patch to 10. Nick Lofton, numbered. Kemp Alderman, Sensations. Steve Garvey. The Paul Skeens, Phenom. It was a sweet patch for George Lombard with the pinstripe in it. Bob Gibson, low numbered. Chipper Jones. Pete Rose number. Sensations. Morales. Jim Tomey on the color match numbered. Dylan Head autograph. Nolan Shanuel. The Ronnie Mauricio to 25 tie-dye was sweet. Colt Keith silver. Joe Sewell on the diamond. Oh, we'd end up with a bunch of those. Eddie Murray to 99. The Adel Amador to 10. And Evan Carter on the numbers. So a great stack of hits, guys. A great stack of hits. Thank you guys, and congrats on all of your hits on this break and many of the others. Let's get those leprechauns out and randomize out those 3, the 2 Bud Seligs and the 1 Homestead. So let me get the list. There we go. Done. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a 23-second race. And there's 3 cards. So the leprechaun who wins first place is going to get that Bud Selig to 99. The leprechaun who wins second place is going to get the diamond level Buck Leonard. And the leprechaun who wins third place is going to get the base Bud Selig. So that's how we're going to run it, you guys. Good luck. I hope whoever gets the Uncle Bud to 99 cherishes it. Here we go. Run it up, guys. Run it up. Let's go. With 12 seconds left, we got the Blue Jays out in front. Do they have the stamina to hold it? We got that crazy stuff going on. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Look at the Mariners come rolling out. So Seattle comes rolling out of there. The Atlanta Braves is in second place. And third place was the LA Dodgers. All right. So, the Seattle spot, Chris G getting the Uncle Bud Selig to 99. That is written on the sleeve, not the card, obviously. Then Atlanta Braves getting the Buck Leonard. Congrats, Austin. And the LA Dodgers getting the base bud, Michael. Congratulations. All right, guys. So that concludes our breaks for the day, but now we've got our freebies and giveaways. So you guys have been playing the hit counter all day, getting ready for our giveaways. What I've got to throw in today is I've got this guy, this Pulse Heat Seeker 1 on-card autograph. I've got four top celebration packs from Megabox. And I've got, I'm going to do two, I got two random player cards. We've got Walker Jenkins, Prospect Power-Up, and Jason Dominguez, stars the MLB rookie card. And Grayson hit Hyperfractor with a Rod Carew, Blue Ice. So this is going to be race number 1. These will be races 2, 3, 4, and 5. This will be race number 6, and this will be race number 7. And the way we're going to do it, guys, is to spread the extra love today. You're going to be one and done if you win. So 7 different, seven different people. I really am losing right now. 7 different people are going to win something in these races. Here we go. Let me create my list for you guys. And we've got Mike. Not 3. Not 4. Not 5. Not 6. But 7 for Mike today. Camilo, not 3, not 4, but 5 for Camilo today. Stephen M got a couple. Brandon, not 1, not 2, if I can type, not 3, not 4, Brandon, but 5. David as well with 5. James going not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 leprechauns. Leo grabbing 3 leprechauns. Steve-O grabbing a couple. Lou grabbing 3. Wayne grabbing 4. Sebeski grabbing 2. All right. Here we go, guys. We've got 44 leprechauns today. Let's hope they stretched for you. Let's see. We're going to run... I'm going to go back to my Robin Yount time, 19 seconds. All right, this first one is for that on-card Pulse Football on-card autograph, 1 card in this box. That's a lottery ticket box, guys. Good luck. Here we go. 19 seconds. Also, if you guys are watching live right now and you win a pack and you want me to rip it open for you, let me know. I'm happy to do that on camera. We'll still ship it out to you. But I'll open it for if you guys want. Otherwise, we'll leave it sealed and ship it to you. Mike T takes it down. Mike, congrats. So Mike gets the football card. And Mike's guys go. We go from 44 down to 37. Increasing the odds. So, Mike, congrats on getting that football auto. If you are on and you want me to open it up still, let me know. If not, we're going to ship it to you, and you can do what you want with it. Shuffle them a couple times. And here we go. This is we're going to run 4 races for 4 packs of celebrations, guys. Here we go. You want me to open it? Sweet, I can do that, Mike. What I'm actually going to do, guys, is we're going to run 2 races, and the top 2 people are going to each win a pack. Or, yeah, so 2 packs. We'll see that. So Brandon comes racing out. So in this case, Brandon and David each getting a pack. So Brandon getting a pack. And then David getting a pack. And Brandon and David, you guys let me know. If you want me to rip it open for you on screen, I will. If not, we'll ship it to you as always. But congrats, guys. So Brandon and David out of the running. We're down to 27 now, guys. So Brandon and David, congrats again, guys. On those, each getting a pack of those. Run it again for the other 2 packs. Here we go. Let me know, guys, if you want me to open your celebration packs on camera or not. Next 2 packs up, we got down at the bottom. We got a couple of Leo's guys running. Stephen M up top now taking a move. Here comes Betts to the middle, but I don't think he's got enough. I think you're going to get second, though, Betts. I think you just beat out Leo. You did. So Steve M getting a pack. And then Camilo getting a pack. Congrats, Betts. Alright, guys. And then, so Stephen M did it on just 2 leprechauns today. Here's our kind of stinky today, James. Alright, we've got those last 2 team bags, please. Camille, you want me to open it? I would love to, man. Alright, here's those 2 team bags, guys. And this will go to first and second place as well. So we got Wayne. Look at Wayne pushing out. Can he hold it for 5 more seconds is the question. Just taking off. It's his race. So we got James. And did James come into second or did Lou here? James grabbing second. So James J, your leprechauns finally got going. Marcin, how you doing? Welcome in. We are just finishing up for the day, but still glad to have you. All right, guys. So here we go. James J, you're getting the Jason Dominguez rookie and Walker Jenkins power up. Wayne, you're getting the Rod Carew blue cracked ice and the Grayson hit hyper. We had Mike with the Pulse Heat Seeker we're going to open. And then we had Betts getting a pack from Top Celebration. We're going to open up that. Steven got a pack. I've not seen that, so we're going to leave that sealed. And then David and Brandon each got a pack, so we're going to leave that sealed unless you guys want me to open them up. So let's go. Let's see, Mike, what we can get you here in this break. Wayne, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you as always. Have a great evening. Mike, here we go. It is Damian Martinez. I believe the last time we got this and opened up, that's who we got as well. It's in a mag card. DMG on card auto authenticated by Pulse. So Mike, congrats. I'm going to put that in the box and we're going to send it out to you. And I don't know who he is, but I sure hope he's a banger for you and you can do something with it. Sebeski, thanks, man. Glad you'll be back. Love it. If you can hit that like, subscribe button, that would be great. And again, welcome to the Card Lines family. We're so great having you join in. Hope you had a great time.
We won't mess up your name next time.
And we won't mess up your name next time. At least I hope not. All right, Camilo, here we go, man. Here's your pack. We got a Mariners team card. Let's get one of those big head, the bobblehead cards. That'd be awesome. Tanner Houck, Jeff McNeil, the Marlins team card, Ryan Mountcastle, Carlos Correa, Ryan Bliss, Josh Naylor. Just make sure we didn't. Josh Naylor. Hey, there's Corbin Carroll having a great start to the year. We do have the mini diamond or the sparkle or whatever the heck we're calling these ones. Adalis Garcia, I love that pitcher. Robbing the home run. A power players, Frankie Lindor. Little game day drip of Juan Soto. And then we got, hey, Paul Skeens on the Stars of the MLB. That's nice. And then John Gray. So, Camilo, as always, man, thanks so much for hanging with us. Love that you hang with us. Love the energy you provide in the chat. Let me get these guys sleeved up for you. I'm going to put them back in that pack, and we're going to send them out. All right, guys. So I think no other requests to open the pack, so we'll leave them there. Everyone else, we're going to ship those out to you. Congrats on our winners. Once again, guys, congratulations to everyone on your hits and your wins tonight. Thank you so much for filling those spots in the break bets. There we go. Thank you guys so much for filling those spots. I hope you guys had a good time. Once again, if you can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Lou, next break is Thursday night. The auctions are up on eBay now. They went up today. And our next break is Thursday night, and then we're working our schedule out from there, but we should have 2 or 3 more dates the following week, as well as the final week of April going into May. So Thursday night's the next break. But again, thank you guys. Get one of those drips from Marty, right? So those Marty's guys, absolutely. All right. Can you be in the next race? Yeah, absolutely. You just got to... Marcin, if you come hang out with us, if you hit the subscribe button, hit the alerts button for us on YouTube, and you know when we go live, we auction on eBay. So go check those out, Card Lines Breaks. Grab a spot, or even if you don't have a spot in our breaks, if you come watch our broadcast and you play along on the hit counter, you can win leprechauns, and the leprechauns get you in the race. So that's how you get in. So come hang out with us Thursday night. Bookmark us so you know when we go live. And come hang out with us, and that's how you guys get into it. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. It was such a blast, such a privilege to be able to rip some cardboard gold with you all. We didn't get a 1-on-1 today, but man, we got some good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be good. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you all later. Thanks, guys.